Wrestling Days, and welcome to Wrestling Days Live. We are live for NXT, and of course it is Super Tuesday 2. There we go, Super Tuesday 2, and we've got an NXT Championship match. We've got Rhea Ripley taking on Mercedes Martinez inside of a steel cage. A couple of other matches that have been announced as well that maybe have flown under the radar a little bit. We've got Bronson Reed taking on Austin Theory. And we've also got Killian Dane taking on Roderick Strong. So those are the 4 matches that I've seen announced. Haven't seen any other matches announced apart from those 4. Cole Balor, of course, being the big one. For the NXT Championship. You might remember last week we had the Iron Man match, full of drama, and that ended in a draw, after an hour. And so now we've got a one-on-one match between Adam Cole and between Finn Balor. Winner will become the new, reigning, defending NXT champion. So, yeah, can't wait, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. A few bits in the news as well, but nothing massive. No kind of big news. So we can jump to that in a second. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hello to Monica King. Shout out to Jason Peace. Shout out to Beats Let's Go. Shout out to Tacoma. It's a nice name. John, shout out to you. Super Tuxday 2. Let's not start that. Let's not start that. Not yet, John. Not yet. Wrestling Days fan, hope you are well, says Adam versus Finn will be great. Chalmers says, did you accidentally set up the stream as AEW? Oh, I don't know why. What have I done? Have I written AEW somewhere? I would hope not. Days the Goat, shout out to you. Robin813, Trini, hope you are well. Days, how are you doing? I'm good, thank you. Monica, shout out to you. Jordan says, can't wait to hear everything you've got to say about these matches. There's not tons to say, if I'm being honest. I mean, let me know in the chat, who do you think's going to win out of Adam Cole Baby or Finn Balor? Who do you think will be the new NXT champion? I'm leaning to Balor. I think that Adam Cole just had a really long run. So why would you now put the title back on him? I'm not sure that you would. Great theory. I did tweet this out earlier, actually. Someone sent me a really interesting theory on Twitter. Let me give the credit where it is deserved. Xavier Robin 81304 said, crazy prediction. How about Finn kicks Adam Cole out of Undisputed Era and becomes the new leader? And I was kind of like, oh, I like that. I'm into that. Yeah, I like the idea of them kind of mixing it up a little bit. Could free Adam Cole to go up to the main roster. I know that people would want Undisputed Era to stay together, but that just might be an interesting little curveball. Something for us to get our teeth into and something for us to talk about. So the fact that Finn wins, Cole leaves NXT, leaves Undisputed, is kicked out. Finn wins the title and kicks Adam Cole out of Undisputed Era. There hasn't been anything to tease that happening, though. That's the only thing I'll say. So I don't feel that they're going to go that way. I kind of feel like Undisputed Era are quite united. But yeah, I thought it was a very interesting idea, very interesting theory. So, Robin Fisk, hope you are well. George says, my heart is with Cole, but I wouldn't be disappointed if Balor wins. Monica says, I don't know who's going to win this one. I would be happy either way, just as long as it's a good match. Do you know, that's true, actually. I kind of feel the same. I'm kind of sat here very much just like, I don't mind. You know, if Adam Cole ends up winning, he was a great champion and he's a great wrestler, one of the best they've got in NXT. So if he's going to emerge victorious, sign me up, man. Sign me up. But if it's going to be Finn Balor then, wow, I don't know where we're going to go then or what's going to happen with NXT as a brand. That's a big name to be NXT champion again. Kind of felt when he went down to NXT that there would be a moment where he would become champion. So I really feel like they're going to go that way. I kind of feel like there was always a plan for him to be champ. I could be wrong. I mean, it seems like the plan was for Karrion Kross, of course. So maybe there wasn't a plan, but I think they will go that way now. I'm quietly confident that Balor's going to get this. Quietly confident. I hope they give this match some time, says Future Compilations. BCC Nash O says, Days, the thing is, which one do you want to be the next 2-time champion, Finn or Cole? I haven't really got a preference. I mean, I really love them both. I think they're both great wrestlers. I think they both, I mean, it's either Finn Balor, who you can argue is a bigger star because he's been on the main roster, first ever Universal Champion. So you can say, he had loads of Mattel figures, loads of merch. Everyone loved the Demon King. So you could say Finn Balor's the bigger star. Or you could say that Adam Cole is kind of hotter right now, if you will. He's just come off that fantastic championship run. He's the longest reigning NXT champ of all time. Do you just put it straight back onto him? Do you know what I mean? You know what you're going to get with an Adam Cole title run because we've just seen it. We don't know what we're going to get with a Finn Balor title run because we haven't seen one for so long. So, I would go Finn Balor. Let's go that way and see what happens. See where Balor can take the brand. Because we kind of know what Adam Cole will do with it. He's just been champ not that long ago. So, yeah, another reason maybe to go with Balor. But I don't care. Honestly, I don't mind. I think both are excellent wrestlers. Both are worthy of being champions. And, yeah, I agree with the chat. Let's just hope that it's going to be a really great match. I can't choose, says Monica King. Dat King, who could be related to Monica King. There's a lot of kings in the chat right now. Dat King says, will you watch the G1 opening show on Saturday morning on the 19th? I honestly don't know. Is the answer to that. I've seen the schedule. I definitely want to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to watch it live or if it'll be a case that, I catch it later in the day or, maybe I'm a day out or something. I'm not too sure. When it comes to actually streaming it, it might be a bit tricky. I don't know what time it starts. When it comes to the G1 and New Japan, it's a little bit difficult because these streams start at midnight, but New Japan starts at 7 a.m. So I'd have to look at when I'm sleeping, when I'm getting up, all that kind of stuff, so that I could maybe do the 2 streams. So I don't know. I haven't even begun to look into it. Is my answer. But I've got nothing but love and respect for New Japan. How is your day going? Quite quiet. I've had to do a few bits and bobs. And haven't really had a chance to do any videos or anything. So I knew we had this stream. So, yeah, there wasn't really any pressure to do any videos. So, yeah, kind of quiet. David Paul says AEW is going to give Will Hobbs a push tonight. He was good, actually. He was one of the rare shining lights for me that came out of AEW. All Out was him. I thought he had a great look. He actually survived in the Battle Royal for longer than I think any of us expected. I just thought he was a bit of a jobber. I don't know anything about him. I just thought he was in there to kind of fill out. Maybe he'd done well on Dark and they were just giving him a little moment to shine. But he was actually in that Battle Royal for quite a while. So I'd like to see more of him. I'm on board with that Will Hobbs guy. Beats Let's Go says, who do you think will win tonight? I'm going to go with Balor. I'm going to say Balor. Days, I heard tonight's NXT is live and that Cole and Balor are going to kick off the show. I've not heard. Someone told me that Cole and Balor will start the show. Haven't seen that confirmed anywhere by NXT, but yeah, I have heard that rumor. BTS Gaming says, Days, did you get a chance to watch any of R-Truth's game show? I have actually, yeah. I've seen a couple of episodes. I saw the episode with Alexa Bliss, and I've seen the episode with Nia Jax and Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy bit wasn't very good. He didn't have a great connection, but he had interesting back and forth, kind of fun back and forth with Nia. She obviously attacked him during the Royal Rumble, and they kind of kept going back to that moment. And it was fun, man. He's such a great host that it's a perfect little show for him. I think ideally if they could have a proper set rather than just doing it at home. But I think part of the fun is getting them to run around their houses. He keeps saying, like, right, I'll give you some points if you can go and get your R-Truth merchandise. And of course, none of them have got R-Truth merchandise. So that's where, you know, some of the humour comes from. But it is all done over like Skype, Zoom or whatever. Just kind of think like in a studio with a set, it could look awesome. But I suppose then you do lose some of its charm. So either way, it's great. If you've not seen it, definitely check it out. Beats Let's Go, shout out to you. What's your favourite theme song? Not Keith Lee's is the correct answer. Not Keith Lee's. I used to be a fan of Keith Lee's, but yeah, I'm just not feeling this one. I'm hoping that they are going to change it, but it's just taken a little bit of time, and they're not just hoping that we're going to get used to it. So, because like when you hear at the start of that Keith Lee, and it's like, bask in his glory, and you're like, yeah. And then it breaks down into like this very generic kind of, you're like, it kind of loses its muster for me. So, yeah, I really hope that they are looking at it. Certainly the fans kind of spoke loud enough, I would say, in that they weren't feeling it when we first heard it. In regard to my favourite, I do like Undisputed Era. I really like Bianca Belair. I think my all-time favourite's got to be like The Undertaker, or I love Kamala's as well. I've always been a big fan of Kamala's. So yeah, there's some good themes out there. Some awful ones as well, but there are some good themes out there. Dat King says, I was saying last stream you should only stream the opening show, a couple in the middle and the finals, and then you can watch the rest off stream, says Dat King. Makes sense. Lauren says NXT have confirmed that now that the NXT title match will be first. Boom! There we go. Shay says, it was me that told you about Balor King kicking off the show. Okay, shout out to you, Shay. I couldn't recall who it was, dude. I just watched the ending of Daisy's stream from last night. Dave, in real life, shout out to you, man. It was wild last night. I mean, wow. Honestly, such a weird Raw. Such a weird Raw. Parts of it were like, yeah, this is awesome. Mainly Tuck. Parts of it were like crushingly boring. Mainly the squash matches between Riot Squad and like Shayna and Riot Squad and Knives. Wasn't feeling that. Some of it was like just straight out really great. Like Cedric's heel turn, which I didn't see coming, which was really, really good. But yeah, kind of real mixed bag, man. Real mixed bag. So, yeah, it was a really fun stream last night. Shout out to everyone that's joined us last night. Chalmers says, if they have to keep the new they should take off... Oh, the new theme. They should take off the bask in the glory part. The switch isn't great. I know, the only downside is I really like that bask in his glory. I really love that bit. Like, definitely feel like we keep that and we change the second part that... Do you know what I mean? I understand they had to change it. CFO $, yeah. We all know what's happening there. So I get they had to change it. I just don't like what they changed it to. So, NX Tuck, says Stephen. Angel Styles says, what's your thoughts on Cedric Alexander's heel turn? I like it. I think that it's going to give his character some much needed kind of boost, a much needed boost, something to actually do. I mean, him with Ricochet was going nowhere. They didn't have a team name. They weren't being used on a regular basis. When they were used, it was just very hit and miss with their booking. You know, it's not as if they were like ripping up the tag division. So, like, literally, it just felt like, what do we do with Cedric and Ricochet? Should we just put them as a team or something? That's very much how it felt like they were being booked. So, yeah, I'm really pleased that he's turned heel and joined the Hurt business, because at least now I can hope that they're going to do something with him and hope they're going to do something with Ricochet. Chalmers says CFO dollar signs parting ways with WWE has hurt me. It's hurt us all. Days, are we still doing tuck puns? No. That was yesterday. That was the tuck stream. She might be on next week's Raw, right? So we're gonna tuck those away. Yeah, we're gonna tuck away the tuck puns, and we are fully focused on tonight's NXT. Spencer Hyde says, thanks so much for the shout out on the In Your House stream from a few days ago. Shout out to you, dude. Again. Wrestling Days fan says, if the title match is going to kick off the show, I'm guessing the steel cage match will close the show. Yes. How are you doing? I'm good, thanks. Hope you are well. WDF. Austin316 says, what match do you think will main event Clash of Champions? Drew versus Randy or Roman versus Uso? I would think Drew versus Randy. I really gave that thought then. The reason why I say that is because Roman versus Jey Uso just doesn't feel like it's got the same firepower, you know? Like, I kind of feel like they're doing a lot more for the video package at the moment. Of course, we've still got a good few weeks to go, but can I see Jey Uso competing for the Universal Championship as the main event? I can't really. Jey Uso got no build. I feel like that's a story about family, and there could be an Otis cash-in, of course. That's what was going through my mind. Could it be that, it's going to be a great match, undeniable. Roman wins, but he's going to be beaten up. It's going to be close, and then out comes Otis. I could definitely see that happening. And so if that's going to happen, would they want it to be the last match? I'm still going to say no. I'm still going to say that Randy and Drew and this feud and everything they've been through and the video package and all of this kind of stuff, and also the fact that I think there's a really good chance that Randy wins the title, that I think is the main event. That's the main event, so I'm going to go that way. Beats Let's Go says, Days, who's your favourite, Roman or Asuka? Do you know what? Those are my two favourites at the moment. I really do love both of those. So, hard to choose. I think Roman's on fire at the moment. But I've just got eternal love for Asuka. I've got a newfound love for Roman. I've got eternal love for Asuka. So, I'm going to lean with Asuka. She's never failed me. So, I'm going to stick with Asuka. But I do, really on board the Roman bandwagon at the moment. Philip says, Days, do you think WWE should reveal Retribution now or wait a little bit longer? Well, I was really, really pleased that they actually did something different with Retribution. I didn't want another invasion. Now they've started to take over the Titantron, which was a little strange, because that suggests they've taken over the production truck again. But they took over the Titantron. They're now, cutting promos. I wish they had shown us them taking over the production truck or interrupting the show. Do you know what I mean? Would it have been better if instead of them taking over the Titantron, taking over the entrance stage, and then cutting their promo backstage, would it have been better if they'd have just, the screen had gone fuzzy and then they'd interrupted the show? You know, with their own feed. They'd managed to override the WWE feed, and they'd taken over the channel. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it a little bit too in-depth, but I do like the fact they did something different. There's rumours that Mojo Rawley was used as part of Retribution last night. Now, that's not a spoiler in the sense of Mojo's going to be a part of the group. We know that they've been using Performance Center recruits, NXT recruits, potentially Evolve superstars. It's just noteworthy that they now might have been using someone that's on the main roster already. So that's a report I saw, that Mojo was someone that was used in Retribution. Also, just a couple of other bits of news whilst we're on this subject. Tyson Fury is still carrying on his search for Drew McIntyre. He's still trying to find Drew McIntyre, and WWE retweeted the video. So Tyson Fury was in Scotland, and he was like, Drew, where are you, Drew? And he was talking to like some bagpipe player, and they were looking for Drew, and he put it out, and WWE have retweeted it. So there's definitely something happening with Tyson Fury. That could be a real kind of bump in the road for Randy Orton, because if they do want to do Tyson Fury versus Drew, then Randy's seemingly not getting the belt anytime soon. The other thing as well, Eve Torres apparently has got COVID-19. I saw a report from Wrestling Inc. that apparently she does have COVID-19. So obviously thoughts with her. And an update with Ivar. You might remember Ivar last night on Raw, quickly throwing up the tuck it sign. Tuck it! He suffered a cervical injury. No details other than that. No details as to how serious it is, how long he might be out for. Honestly, I don't know. He has taken to Twitter to send a message out thanking people for their support. So, hopefully he's going to be okay, and he'll get back very, very soon. Quad X Figs says, love you, man. Keep up the great content, Days. Shout out to you, Quad X Figs. Really appreciate the support, dude. John says, tuck it. Dave in real life says, I saw it earlier. It was amazing. RJ Madma says, I'm going with Balor winning and taking over as leader of Undisputed Era. Timothy says, Dace, do you think Roman versus Jey Ucho? Ucho? I don't even know who Ucho is. Jey Uso will eventually lead to Roman versus Rock. Well, look, that's what I'm hoping for. Honestly, I'm with everyone. I think we would all love to see that match. I think that really is something that, a lot of us would enjoy. If they're going to do it, surely they're doing it at WrestleMania. That feels a little way off. I mean, WrestleMania is what, April time? Early April? End of March? So, we're sitting here and it's September. So I kind of feel like we've still got a long, long way to go. So hard to say that this is going to lead to that, but I think it's got potential to lead to that. So we're going to have to wait and see. That wasn't really much of an answer other than potentially it could. Stephen says, Days, thanks so much for the live streams content. You are a phenomenal personality. Such a blast to listen to. Oh, shout out to you, dude. That's really kind. Thank you. Appreciate the support, man. Balor will come out as Demon Balor and win, says Jake Holden. Thinking about paying for the first 3 episodes, says Dave. Is that of the new, NWA thing? They're going to start next week, aren't they? NWA had a £10 of gold episode tonight, which I think was on their YouTube channel. And it's all building towards next week's show, next week's first episode. So, it should be very, very interesting. Beats, let's go. Thank you very much. Check your Twitter messages from Nathan Hall. What does Nathan Hall say? I will try and do that, my friend. Sonny Wolf, I'm back from meeting the kids. 2 girls and 1 boy. Then very energetic and nice. Well, that's good. I'm pleased you had a good time, dude. Beats, let's go. Shout out to you. If Drew versus Fury happens, I won't watch Raw until that trash is over, says LCF Enterprises. Yeah, I mean, look, we did touch on this. And I would book it very much as boxer versus wrestler. I don't want to see Tyson Fury trying to wrestle. I saw Tyson Fury trying to wrestle. I saw him trying to wrestle in Saudi Arabia, and it didn't go well. It wasn't a brilliant match. And I've got no reason to believe that he's going to be any better now. So I just want to see him, like, strike him, box him. You know what I mean? He could knock out Drew McIntyre and then pin him. And that's really his path to victory. Whereas Drew has got to try and get past the punches, try and, wrestle, grapple, get in close, not get punched in the face and get knocked out and lose his title. So they could tell a very interesting story. It could be a very interesting match, boxer-wrestler kind of a thing. Play to their strengths. But, I don't know, Tyson Fury seems to want to show that he can wrestle when, spoiler, he can't. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'd agree with you. It might be a little bit. LSW says they should have Roman versus Joe. I'd love Joe to come back. Did you miss NXT before the USA Network? Because we never got these matches on free TV and desperation for ratings. Did you miss the NXT before USA Network? No, I used to watch it when it was on the WWE Network. So, and it used to be a really good show. It used to be just an hour, and I think an hour suits it better. I think 2 hours has been a real problem for NXT. It's kind of like when Raw went from 2 hours to 3 hours. It suffered, and it's still suffering. I don't think it can cope with 3 hours. They can't do 3 hours of great new content for every Raw. There's always bad segments. And I feel the same about NXT. I just don't think they can do 2 hours of a great show. Sometimes, once in a blue moon. But by and large, there's always a segment or two you go, could have done without that. Didn't need that. The show would have been better without that. Maybe not last week because of the fact half of the show was an Iron Man match. But normally there's 1 or 2 segments you go, yeah, didn't need that. And so it used to be an hour. It used to be awesome. It used to be absolutely incredible. Every single week was like, yeah, this is such a great show. Whereas I can't really say I feel the same now. Like every single week's like, yeah, this is such a great show. But high hopes tonight. High hopes tonight. I'm not just saying it. I mean, we're getting a cage match between Mercedes Martinez, Rhea Ripley, which it's going to be brutal, man. Those two absolute powerhouses going at each other. It's been a nice little feud that's been building. Cage match at this point makes absolute sense. I'm on board, man. I'm really looking forward to. I am looking forward to that as much as the title match. So not often we get a cage match as well. I think the last cage match might have been the Tegan Nox Dakota Kai cage match. It was excellent. It was such a good match. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And then of course Adam Cole, Finn Balor. And I think a lot of people feel that Finn Balor is going to be walking away the champ. Anthony says, Days, if this was not able to convince Roman to come back, do you think he is a big enough star WWE would allow him to get out of his contract? I don't know what you mean, to be honest. I think Roman's one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest star they've got. Him or Brock. He is someone that I think definitely moves the dial. They haven't got many stars that will do that. They haven't got many stars where you put them on the show and the ratings go up. It's mainly because they use the same people week after week after week, run them into the ground, and as a result, they kind of lose all their drawing power, if you will. Roman, because he's been away in particular since like WrestleMania time, before WrestleMania, and now turned heel with Paul Heyman, he moves the dial. You put Roman on a show, you're getting extra viewers, right? So he is a massive star, no denying. They would love him in AEW. Is there any way Vince is going to want to let Roman go? No. He's the closest thing. Roman is the closest thing they've got to like this generation's John Cena. It's their biggest star. Their biggest star. So, no, there's no way they would want him to go. There's no way they would want him to run his contract down or, you know, they'll do whatever. I mean, money, basically. They've just let him, like, do you know what I mean? Granted, he's got a weak immune system and all of this, but I don't know how many stars would have got away with going missing for 4 or 5 months with no repercussions, but, you know, Roman did. It'd be nice to think that superstars could, like Sammy, for example. Sammy did, in all fairness. And then they're able to come back, you know. He's a massive star. Huge. Jeremiah says, do you think we will see a love angle between The Fiend and Alexa? And have you heard anything about a new friend coming? Well, we did a video. About the new friend. I'm still sticking with that theory. Obviously, there's a trademark for Wobbly Walrus, and we're going to have to see what that's all about, but it would feel like it's a Firefly Funhouse puppet. So I'm standing with that, and I think it's a pretty popular theory that's out there. I've not heard any more on that subject. So, again, quietly confident it's going to go that way. Do I want to see a love angle between The Fiend and Alexa? Not really. Mainly because The Fiend is Bray's darkness. It's meant to be Bray's darkness. It's meant to be everything that's bad about Bray. Can love exist within The Fiend? I think that's the big question. Can love exist within The Fiend? I would have to argue no, because he is basically Bray's darkness. And if there's love there, if The Fiend has feelings of love for Alexa, then it can't be all of his darkness. All of his darkness would surely, overpower any feelings of love. And that doesn't work for me. Funhouse Bray falling in love with Alexa works for me. Funhouse Bray is kind of a bit more of the positive side of Bray, whereas all the darkness went to The Fiend. So, Funhouse Bray falling in love, but for me, The Fiend should just be a badass. Fiend shouldn't be, like, getting feelings of love and all of this. Fiend just needs to come down and wreck people. So, yeah. I would love for a thing for members each month where you have to take a punishment, and the last member stream of the month we get to suggest punishments. I wouldn't love that, so shout out to you. Shout out to you, Dat King. Anthony says, Days, this is my prediction for the whole Alexa Bray story. Alexa is using Bray. She's going to turn on him, join forces with Roman, and they'll be a couple. Oh, I don't know if I can see. Can I see Roman? Nah, I can't see it. I think it's well publicized that Roman's had kids, you know, he was away, he's had daughters. I don't know that they would do a love story involving Roman. Unless they build it in that, you know, he's going off the rails. He's turning on his family. Now he's cheating on his wife. You know, then, you know, they could be like, Roman, you've just had kids. You've got a loving family. Why are you doing this? Why are you throwing this away? That could be interesting. Dat King says, I would suggest a punishment where you have to shave your beard, eyebrows, and hair. And that completely, Dat King, is why we'll never do that. Spencer says, Days, would you prefer to face Roman at Clash rather than Jay? Oh, who would you prefer to face Roman? No, I'm fine with Jay. I'm all right with Jay. I mean, look, would I prefer it to be a one-on-one match against The Fiend? Yeah, probably. Would I prefer it to be... I think that's a booking nightmare, though. Would I prefer AJ Styles? Well, AJ Styles would be tough. He's a heel, isn't he? So he might be tough. I suppose if you look at it, what faces have they got on SmackDown that could face Roman? Matt Riddle? Is it a bit early for Matt Riddle? I mean, if Matt Riddle was to face Roman, he ain't winning the title. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of what faces they've got. I kind of feel like what we need is we need a draft. We need a draft. We need to get a few people moved around. And we need to kind of freshen it up and then see where we go from there. So, no, honestly, I think the story about family and plus, that's going to be a great match. Honestly. Jey Uso one-on-one against Roman is going to be a great match. And they've got a good few weeks to build it up as well. I'd imagine they're going to give Jey Uso a few singles matches to kind of show you that this guy can wrestle. I know you think it's Jey Uso just out of the Usos, but this guy can go, man. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Anthony says, Days. Anthony. Do you think there's going to be a finger poke of Doom storyline with Roman and Jey? And then down the road, they form a stable once Jimmy comes back? I don't think so. Mainly because no one looks back at the finger poke of Doom and goes, that was such a good idea. We should definitely do that again. Right? That's never been said. Plus, also, I kind of feel like this is a great way of really establishing Roman as a heel. How do you really make sure that people know that Roman has changed? He's a heel. He's completely different now. One of the ways would be for him to attack his family. He's always been about family, the bloodline. He's always stood shoulder to shoulder with the Usos. And we actually saw a little bit of foreshadowing of where this story could be going. Because backstage, he said to Jey Uso, if this was your brother, I'd have more confidence. Your brother would get it done tonight. Let's see if you're able to get it done tonight. This wasn't Roman saying, go and get it, best man will win. I believe in you. This wasn't an encouraging, positive Roman. This was a Roman that was throwing a little bit of shade. This was a Roman that was like, your brother would do it. Let's see if you can do it tonight. Do you know what I mean? Like, where's the positive encouragement and all of this? So I kind of feel like they're going to really go at each other. I think Roman's going to win and then attack Jey after. And this is going to really establish Roman as being a heely heel. The heelest heel of all the heels in heel land. Dak King says, what do I need to donate to have you and Triple T in a hair versus hair competition on the Escape Pod? Well, good news. You need to donate nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because it's not happening. That's why. So, boom. David Paul says, Sonny Kiss versus Serpentico. Oh, hello, Serpentico. I don't know who will win. Well, I'll tell you who will win. Our boy, Serpentico. Hello, Serpentico. Welcome to the ball. I'm cheering Serpentico on that one. Days, I'm not saying the exact finger poke of doom. Just the concept where Jey lays down for Roman. Now, I get what you're saying. Like, that it might not absolutely be the finger poke. You might, just lay down whatever. But I just don't see it. I just think that they wouldn't book that. It's just a rubbish. It's nothing. It's a nothing throwaway thing. I think they could have a really great match. And plus also, this is Jey Uso's opportunity at the Universal Championship. They don't come around very often. So I just don't think they'll go that way. Could they? Yeah, sure. Of course. It's an interesting theory. But I don't think they'll go that way. I think, as I said, they'll use it to really get Roman over as a heel. Right, Jeremiah says, Days, I would like a Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns match because I would really like a Universal title reign for Daniel, and I think he would give it some prestige. Yeah, I agree. That would be a great feud. FFC Clan says, at Hell in a Cell, they should do Jimmy Uso versus Roman. Yeah, we just need all the Usos. We need Jey Uso versus Roman, Jimmy Uso versus Roman, Mama Uso versus Roman, Daddy Uso versus Roman, Uncle Uso versus Roman, Uso versus Roman. I don't know, all the Usos, Charly Caruso versus Roman. We need all of the Usos versus Roman. And then eventually we'll get to WrestleMania, and then we can finally have Rock Uso versus Roman. Robin813 says, Days, who was a better champion, Cole or Moxley? I prefer Adam Cole, baby. I judge championship reigns by the quality of the matches, and I just think that Adam Cole had some great, incredible matches during his title reign. I can't necessarily say the same for Moxley at the moment. Some of you might think he's had some mind-blowing, incredible matches, right? And that's cool if you do. I think he's had some okay matches, some good matches, but nothing that's like, oh man, I've got to go back and watch that. Whereas Adam Cole absolutely did. Adam Cole, even at the start of his reign when he was taking on like Johnny Gargano, wow. Wow, incredible. Some of the best NXT matches ever. He'd go on to have the longest reign, some great matches at different takeovers and whatnot. So I'd have to say the Cole run. You said Daddy Uso instead of Rikishi Uso. Yes, I did. Adam Cole Bebe says TTV King. Eric says Alexa Bliss is dating a guy that paints his toenails. Lol. LCF Enterprises says, unpopular opinion, Daniel Bryan is a much better heel than face. Okay. I didn't mind his heel run, but I don't know, man. The whole yes thing, that was just something very, very special. Very special. Killer Sasuke says, I want to start from the night after the Montreal Screwjob and watch every Raw and pay-per-view of the Attitude Era. Do you think that's a good idea? Do you know what? Actually, I don't know how long Raw was in 97. If it was still an hour, I would be really interested in doing that. Maybe on the members stream this week. We always like to watch a little hour show, like just a short little thing. And it is a watch along this week. We did the first episode of NXT from Full Sail not that long ago. So the Raw the night after the Montreal Screwjob, that could be very interesting. So I might have a look. Ryan says, what's wrong with painting your toenails? It's a fair comment. Miss Clown One, shout out to you. Hope your day was good. Jericho had a better reign because he really was entertaining and fans definitely boosted it in match quality. Cody Jericho and Jericho Darby Allin were both solid matches, says Dat King. Bork Flazer says, I loved the finger poke of doom. Robin813 says, imagine a heel Daniel Bryan as the leader of Undisputed Era. Hey man, I would love Daniel Bryan to go down to NXT. I remember that I think at last year's draft, I was saying Daniel Bryan should go down. I really felt that Daniel Bryan, he'd had his championship run with the eco-friendly championship. So I really felt like he'd had his time at the top again. Now he was getting to the point where he was going to put some new stars over. He had a little feud with The Fiend, in all fairness, but I kind of felt like, let's put him down. He could boost the NXT numbers. Just think what he could teach the NXT talent. I was totally down for that. But they didn't go that way. Finn Balor went down instead, and Finn Balor's been all right. I don't know. It hasn't quite moved the ratings, has it? I don't think we can say that Finn Balor is like bringing loads of people to Wednesdays or Tuesdays, although he certainly will this week. If you are joining us, we are 17 minutes away. 16 16 minutes away from this week's NXT. We've got 4 matches. We've got Bronson Reed versus someone I can't remember. I've got it written down. Austin Theory. We've got Killian Dane taking on Roderick Strong. We got Adam Cole, baby, taking on Finn Balor for the NXT Championship. We got Mercedes Martinez taking on Rhea Ripley inside of a steel cage. So stacked NXT tonight. Should be a lot of fun. Can you imagine if tonight ends in a draw as well? Oh, can you imagine if there's no champ again? And we have to go next week. Ends in like a DQ. And the title can only change hands on pinfall submission. Someone gets DQ'd. Maybe Undisputed Era come down. We move to next week. It just keeps going. There's never another champion ever again. We just constantly keep rolling over every single week. Oh, that'd be mega lols. And by mega lols, I mean awful. Anthony, shout out to you. Eric says, I hate when AEW stars put their middle finger up when there's a submission. It's cringe. Chalmers, random question. What was a popular wrestler that never connect? Oh, Chalmers, that is a great question, you know. What was a popular wrestler that never connected? Wow. A popular wrestler. Well, I mean, maybe Hulk Hogan. I don't have, like, tons of love for the Hulkster, because the Hulkster was all, like, you know, USA and America and all of that, and that's cool. I can respect that, of course can. But that's a big part of his character, and when you sat here in the UK, you kind of like, wow, yeah, this guy's at the top. I respect him. He's got a great look, but when he faced, like, the Macho Man, I wanted the Macho Man, because the Macho Man was cool. Do you know what I mean? And he had, like, the great robes and the great promos. And so when I was watching, I was like, oh, I love the Macho Man. And obviously Miss Elizabeth as well. So when he faced Macho Man, I remember I was like, yeah, I want the Macho Man to win. Then when he faced the Warrior, that was a no-brainer, man. I was so on the Ultimate Warrior hype train. So it's like, I want the Warrior to win. So I really wanted Warrior to win that one. Then when he faced Sergeant Slaughter, I definitely wanted Hogan then. WrestleMania 8, he faced Sid. I didn't really care who won. I was more interested in Macho Man versus Ric Flair. So I wasn't really bothered who won that one. WrestleMania 9, he was in a tag match. I was all right with him winning the title. A lot of people hated him winning the title. I wanted Brett to beat Yoko, but when Brett got screwed out of it, I just wanted someone to get the title off Yoko. So as a kid, I was there going, go on, Hogan! Go on, Hogan! I just wanted anyone, to get that title off of Yoko. I would have been cheering Brutus the Barber if Brutus the Barber was there. I'd have been cheering anyone, literally anyone, just to get the title off Yokozuna. I couldn't believe he had cheated Brett. I was appalled. I was absolutely appalled. And like when you go like back, I obviously wanted Andre. Every time I watch Andre versus Hogan, I'm gutted that Andre doesn't win. Yeah, for how big he was and the massive, you know, you've got to say is potentially on the Mount Rushmore. I'm not going to say he's absolutely on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling, but he'll be on many people's. For me, quite a few examples where I wanted Andre to win. I wanted Warrior to win. I wanted Macho Man to win. So quite a few big WrestleManias where I was cheering for the opponent. But that's no shade on Hogan. There were just other characters that appealed to me more, you know. Hogan has a terrible finisher, says Eric. So I just didn't like him for that. Imtiaz, shout out to you, Imtiaz, for life. Hope you are well. What did JDF say? I didn't see anything. Shout out to you, John. This is random, but here's my top 5. Okay. Where LC? Drop it in LCF. We'll see what your top 5 looks like. That fat kid, 720, says, hi, Days. Just wondering, how are you doing? I'm good, thank you. Hope you are well. Also, if you could choose one person to return to WWE, one person to leave WWE and go somewhere else, and someone to make their debut in WWE, what would they be? Someone to leave WWE and go somewhere else. At the moment, I would say Ricochet, just because I love Ricochet. I think he's a great talent, and at the moment, they're just not using him right. I really wish that there was like a light heavyweight belt that was used as a main event, like a proper. If Vince really cannot bring himself to put like the big titles on Ricochet, Shorty G, all this great talent, if you can't do it, then create a new division. Just create a new division. I know you've got the cruiserweight division technically, but that's not what we need. We need light heavyweight that main events shows like SummerSlam. Do you know what I mean? Like, we could have Drew versus Randy at SummerSlam, but the actual main event is going to be Ricochet versus Rey Mysterio for the light heavyweight title. What's wrong with that? You tell me that match isn't going to be fire. You tell me that match isn't going to be awesome. Of course it is. So I kind of feel like Ricochet really deserves better than what he's getting at the moment. So Ricochet, I would have go elsewhere unless he's going to be booked better. Someone to come back, I would love to see AJ Lee. I think the women's division right now needs a little bit of star power. No Charlotte, no Becky, no Ronda. Ember Moon out at the moment. I kind of feel like AJ Lee coming back. I know everyone wants Punk. I'd definitely take Punk, but I would love AJ Lee to come back as well. She doesn't get called for as much because obviously people want Punk more. But I think AJ Lee in this current climate would shine. So I'd love her back. And someone to make their debut. Maybe Thunder Rosa or Nick Aldis. Someone from NWA. Nothing but love for those guys. So hope that answers your question. I sent a tweet about an idea for some us to watch. Okay, buddy. Tom Glenda Collis says, did you know that the guy who used to tag with the Hurricane, Rosie, was Roman's brother? I can't say I knew that it was his brother, but I did know that he was part of the Anoa'i family. So I couldn't have told you it was his brother or his cousin or something like that, but I did know that there was a connection. 8 minutes, yes, only 8 minutes. Murphy needs to go because he got buried last night. He got beat up by Ray's daughter, a.k.a. Tuck. I'm not upset he got beat up by a female, a.k.a. Tuck. I'm upset he got beat up by a 19-year-old. Tuck. Once again, Tuck. Look, he was getting beaten up by a lot of people. He was getting whacked by Dominic, by Rey. The fact that she got a few shots in doesn't bother me. Don't bother me. The fact that Mama Mysterio got a few shots in didn't bother me. I think what if we're going to be honest, right? Let's just be honest for a second. I think what bothered me a little bit more, and we didn't really talk about it at the time because we was having mega lols, was the fact that neither of them seemed to really want to get at Murphy. Like, if you think her dad has had his eye damaged and now he's got to wear a patch and we don't know what's going to happen with Rey Mysterio's eye. We've seen that Dominic has been terrorized. Their family has been terrorized. Their family has probably had sleepless nights and just absolutely awful. Or they've been through hell. They've been through hell, that family. And yet for a lot of the time, like, they were like leaning on they looked a bit bored. And they were just kind of like leaning on the kendo stick. And then when it was time to get into the ring, they gently get into the ring. And it just all kind of felt very forced and safe and sterile. I wasn't getting the vibe that this was a family that was desperate for redemption. This was a family that was hell-bent on getting revenge. And I think that's what they were trying to present. So if you want to be critical, I would say that kind of fell short. But I just really enjoyed last night's stream, so I wasn't in the mood for being critical. Fortnite Gamer says under Tucker. Absolutely. Lots of fun. Seeing Murphy getting beaten last night hurt my soul. He's my favourite wrestler on the whole show. Well, that will be a difficult... If he's your favourite wrestler, it will be a difficult thing to see. No denying that. Murphy wasn't buried, says Sean Reset. 6 minutes! Man, it's flying, isn't it? I gotta be honest, before we started, I was looking at what the rumours were and everything. And I was like, can we get an hour out of that? I don't know. That might be... We might struggle a little there, because the only news I had was about Tyson Fury, Mojo being in Redemption, Eve Torres, very unfortunate. I mean, thoughts go out to her, you know, getting COVID-19, or at least that being reported. And Ivar's injury. And that was it. I mean, it's been quite quiet, in all fairness. But, no, we've not struggled at all. As always, you know, we always easily find ways of throwing around a few theories and having a bit of a discussion. So, shout out to you guys. Michael says, half Tuck by Tuck herself. Such a powerful moment. Time goes so fast, says Wrestling Days fan. It does, man. Tuck went home traumatized after having to beat that guy with a stick. Right, Mercedes Martinez. Cheers in the chat. We are getting closer. Only 4 to 5 years. She might be turning 20 this year. I don't know how old she is. I don't know anything about her, to be honest. I haven't got a clue. All I know is the couple of times that we've seen her. So, who do you believe will win Cole Balor? I think Balor. Jensen Holder X. I felt so old seeing Rey's daughter. I remember watching the segment when she was small and CM Punk sang to her. Yes, that's true. That's true. There was images of that actually doing the rounds on Twitter. I think that was from 2008. I think it was 2008, but I don't know how old she was there, so I don't know. Happy Tuck Day. Super Tuck's Day 2, says Cole Freeze. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you, Wrestling Days fam. I think that's like the second time you've asked me. I'm good. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Apparently, we're starting with the title match. So, yeah, I'm excited, man. Adam Cole, baby! 3 minutes to go, says Austin316. Andrew Stevens, shout out to you. Yes, 3 minutes to go. I want to see Roman versus Big E for the Universal title. Hey, I have wanted to see Big E turn on the New Day and have a singles run for I don't know how long. Like, honestly, I've wanted that for a long time. I would love, and I'm sure he will. They've got to know what they've got with Big E. Former NXT champion. Used to win his matches with a 5 count. I'd love to see him bring that 5 count back. Down in NXT, Big E wasn't satisfied with the 3 count. It wasn't good enough. 3 wasn't good enough, so he had the 5 count. How cool is that? When he beat people, he pinned them for 5. It's such a good idea. Like, bring that back. So, yeah, I really hope that they do start moving with him. I mean, he was very passionate. Was it SummerSlam or Payback? I think it was Payback, wasn't it? When he won his match against Sheamus. And he was like, this is my time. This is my time. And he was talking to Preach. He was like, preach it, Corey. Tell the people this is my time. And it was like, yeah. I was feeling it. So, yeah, man. I really want to see that as well. Philip says, who do you think the winner of Finn Cole match should feud with? That's a good question. That's a very good question, actually. You might say Tommaso or Johnny. They've got to be up there. Maybe, Dexter Lumis might return. We don't know how long Dexter Lumis is going to be out for. And again, I don't know if it's a bit too soon for Loomis. I feel like it's too soon for Bronson Reed. I feel like it's too soon for a Cameron Grimes. So I wouldn't say either of those. I think they need a draft. I think they're lacking a bit of star power. I think when you start going down that roster, they've got a lot of new names, a lot of new faces. Bronson Reed, Timothy Thatcher, Cameron Grimes. There's just a lot of new names that don't... I don't know. I feel like they need a lot of time. So, they could probably do with borrowing some star power. Finn versus Johnny is an NXT title match. It's tuck time! Tuck time. Daniel Cormier, Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 37. Yes. The Punk versus Mysterio feud happened in 2010. Was it 2010, was it? Oh, look, I've got an alarm. I'm sure I saw an image of her last night on a show from 2008. I'm sure I did. Perhaps it wasn't that feud. Anyway, right. Let's change this graphic over because it is not NXT Begins. It's straight up NXT. Oh. Steel cage match, of course, tonight. Which we think is going to be the main event. Boom. Do you think John Jones will get a match in WWE? I think I heard him saying he's always wanted to do it. Can't say I've heard that. Daniel Cormier wants to do it. He's always wanted to do it, but I don't know that John Jones has always wanted to do it. So I'm gonna say no. But he might. But I can't say I've heard him saying that. Right, we just got a video package at the moment. William Regal doing William Regal things tonight. Obviously, he booked this match last week at the very end of last week's show. Undertucker or Gold Tuck. I do like Gold Tuck. All the WWE Universe, don't you dare be sour! Clap for the best WWE show ever and feel the power! It's Tuck Day! Yes, it is! Boom. Oh. Hey, look, Stu's back. Is this week number 3 for Wade Barrett? Sorry. I almost called him Stu Bennett. And by almost, I mean I did. Yes. Here we go. Balor. We are starting the show. William Regal for champion. Let's do it. It's about time. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Yes. It's time. Get excited. Get hyped. The hype is real. Finn Balor. Yes, it is his 3rd week. Awesome. Boo, boo. Finn Balor, Adam Cole, baby. Finn says he feels alive. I feel alive. Oh, I like his trunks. His trunks say F, and then it's got XXX. So it could be Finn. Could be some other words as well. Could be some naughty words. But it's probably Finn. Monica King says, let's go. Let's go. Oh, could you imagine Sami Zayn back? Yes. I'll take him in a heartbeat. Wade is going to be with NXT. McGuinness with NXT UK. Here's Adam Cole, Baby. If Adam Cole went to NXT UK, would he be Adam Cole UK instead of Adam Cole Baby? I hope so. Adam Cole UK. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum. That works. Doesn't work for Adam Cole, but it works for NXT UK. Okay. Adam Cole's here. He's got a top on that says Undisputed Gold. Adam shocked the system. Ryan says, I wish this was the main event. It feels a little less prestigious. It is a bit strange. Boom. So, Finn Balor versus Mr. Britt Baker. That's what we've got. Dun, 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 dun. This is going to be good, man. Here we go. The rumor has it that this match will end. Oh, wow, I believe that. Unless they're going to fight forever. Fight forever. Finn Balor. Finn Balor. We've got William Regal standing in the background, holding the championship. It's great having Regal there. Title being held up. Are we ready to go, my friends? This is it. What a way to start the show. I don't know what the time limit is. Why is this the first match? Weird. They are just going for it. They are just going for it. We've got Finn Balor in there with Adam Cole, the two lockup. And this is for the NXT Championship. Who will win the title again? Both are former champs. The break apart. There's a wild William Regal appears. Gavin E, shout out to you, buddy. I don't even know when we're recording. I think we're recording Escape Pod on Thursday. It's sudden death. Oh, yeah, this is going to be one fall to a finish, isn't it? As they said. There's no Iron Man match this week. Nice takedown by Balor on top. Yeah, it's such a shame, though, that there's going to be commercials. I really felt that the commercials ruined the Iron Man match last week. And I really feel like the commercials potentially are going to ruin this. They really get in the way. I've said before, it's a shame they can't move them. Do you know what I mean? I'd much rather take 3 quick commercial breaks, even if it means that you come back, get a promo, go back to commercial, come back, get another promo, go back to... I'd rather take that if it means that the matches are allowed to be commercial break free. So you still have the same number of commercial breaks, but it just works better for the matches. But seemingly they can't do that. They have to be evenly spaced. Hammerlock, is it, at the moment? Yeah, some mat wrestling at the moment. Balor down. Nice reversal. Snapmare. Headlock. Everything done there with Venom by Balor. Venom. Days USA will probably get split screen. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Randy Pala. Billy Jack Haynes gimmick based on Billy Jack movies. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. 2, kick out. I think that, wasn't that just his name? Let's have a look. Trained by Stu Hart. Yeah, he started wrestling as Billy Jack, but had to change his name to Tom Lawlin when he got threatened to be sued. All right. So it doesn't say that it is based on the film, but he did have to change his name. It's interesting. Balor working on the arm. Takedown. It's got a nice pace to it, this. He is working on the shoulder of Adam Cole. When do you think Adam will go to the main roster? Asks Alexander. I don't know. I honestly thought it was going to be when he finished his run as being champion. We don't know what plans they had, you know. They could have had plans for Undisputed Era going up. Head scissors. And Cole trying to kip up, but he's being kept grounded at the moment by Balor. Balor working on the wrist. Look at this, a little bit of joint manipulation. This is some good, proper wrestling here. This is a real battle. I really like this. Nice basement dropkick by Adam Cole. The match feels like it's going to go for quite a while. They're really laying some good foundations. Some real back and forth mat-based wrestling. Forearm strike by Adam Cole. Balor over by the ropes. Cole, another forearm strike. Balor stumbling back. And big chop by Adam Cole. It's got an old style Ring of Honor feel, says Flamethrower Fluff Salisbury. This is great, says Robin813. Oh, look at that. Neck breaker, too. Oh. Right. Just gets a 2 there, Adam Cole. And we do go to our first commercial break. Miss Clown 1 says you'll always get an instant classic out of these two. Cole Freeze says, why would you release Rowan? Release people like Akira Tozawa. Well, I don't want to see anyone released. You know, you don't want to see anyone losing their jobs. Akira Tozawa is actually a really great wrestler, but they just didn't know what to do with him. It's really strange. WWE hire all of these wrestlers that are, you know, 6 foot, 6'1", whatever, right? And seemingly they don't want them for the top of the card. I think they want them to fill the card out, but they've got no desire to like push them ever. Like Akira Tozawa's not gonna ever get any kind of push. Ricochet doesn't seem to be getting much of a push, although fingers crossed he gets something now that he's split up with Cedric Alexander, and I hope Cedric Alexander gets a push as well. So it's so frustrating. I go back to what I said earlier about why don't they have a light heavyweight championship that can main event pay-per-views as well and is treated as an equal to the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship. Or why not? How about this? Why not merge Universal and WWE and then have a light heavyweight? And you got all the big guys going for that belt, all the kind of smaller guys, if you will, go in for the other title. And you could have, just think, you could have some killer matches. Killer matches. OG Finn Balor, that's my Finn Balor t-shirt. I should have worn that today. Do you think WWE will sign Jimmy Havoc? I think I read it before it went. No, is the answer. I don't think so. RJ Madma, shout out to you, dude. Wait, they released Tozawa. No, Tozawa's still around. He's been doing the ninja stuff, hasn't he? He's the leader of the ninjas. Joint manipulation. Mm-hmm. Sean Reset says Adam Cole is in control. He certainly was. Finn Balor, Adam Cole are starting. Yes, hello, Zycamy Porter. They are starting. They have started. We are underway. We're 13 minutes into this show. Alexander, shout out to you, my friend. Days, do you care about the Ring of Honor Pure title tournament this Saturday? Well, I care in the sense of I'm sure it's going to be good. Am I watching it? I'm not. I didn't even know it was on. I don't really follow Ring of Honor that much, but I got a lot of respect for Ring of Honor. New NWA, I was about to say New Japan. Although New Japan, of course, do have a relationship with Ring of Honor, but NWA have had a great relationship with Ring of Honor, so we've been seeing a little more Ring of Honor stuff this year than normal. But no, it's one of those. I'll probably have a look at the results and see what's going on, but actually going out of my way to watch the show, probably not. Only so many hours in the day, my friend. Only so many hours. Finner's Cole in a headlock. Oh, I'm not back yet. BT Sports still at commercial break. Kick to the back. Balor going for the pin. And Balor on his feet. So we are back to NXT. Big elbow by Finn Balor. He's got the headlock applied. Days, I was hyped. WWE signed Nakamura, but what have they done with him? Yeah, it has been very disappointing, very underwhelming. Kind of feels like they signed him for the sake of signing him, you know? Here we go. Oh. Okay, Adam Cole going against the ropes. Back elbow by Balor. Balor grabbing Adam Cole, scooping him up, planting him down against the ropes. Drops an elbow. Finn Balor, 1, 2. No, you got to do more. Got to do way more than that. I don't even know why they bother going for early pins. If I was wrestling, I wouldn't go for a pin. Not unless I just hit a massive move and the person looked out. I wouldn't even bother going for the pin. Not for like the first 5 minutes or whatever. I'd just keep working on them. Big chop by Balor. Adam Cole collapses down in the middle of the ring. Jeremy, shout out to you, buddy. Do you have DirecTV? I don't. Kick out by Cole again. Just a 1 count. I'd be so upset myself if I pinned someone and I only got 1. I'd be like, come on, you're better than this. You should wear them down better than this. They shouldn't be kicking out at 1. That's a real slap in the face. In the corner, Balor driving his shoulder into the midsection of Adam Cole repeatedly. Big chop by Balor. Adam Cole staggering over to the other side. Some real venom in that shot. Balor is again going right back to driving that shoulder into the midsection. Wearing down Adam Cole. Another big chop. And now Adam Cole going to the other corner. He's just being stalked all around Full Sail. He's going to do it again. No, instead he hurls Cole into the corner. Big chop. And once more, he's got Adam Cole in the corner. He's going to look to hurl him in again. Big chop again. By Finn Balor. By Finn Balor. I like this match. It just needs to pick up the pace, says Eric. Into the corner again goes Adam Cole. But he responds with a big forearm strike. They're trading forearm strikes back and forth. Big forearm strikes. Balor getting driven back. Balor goes, gets the ropes. Big boot. Clothesline by Adam Cole, baby. Back elbow by Adam Cole, baby. Big kick by Adam Cole, baby. Finn Balor goes down. So now, like, they're banging on the plexiglass. They're starting to get excited. I wonder how long they're going to give this match. I would still feel like we're a good 10 minutes away from the finish. I don't see this ending for 10 minutes at least. Close line round the back. Oh, enziguri by Adam Cole. Backstabber by Adam Cole. Here we go, going for the cover. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Balor. Shoulder up. I'm glad WWE doesn't have Kenny Omega, says Randy. Becky says it's either he wins the title or he goes to the main roster. Monica King says this match is great. Sir Stone says, what's your favourite championship? Mine's the Hardcore. I like the Winged Eagle. Double stomp by Finn. Cole moves out the way. Balor out the way. Sling Blade! Sling Blade! Cole, though, over to the corner. Balor... knee strike! Knee strike by Adam Cole! Balor looks out! 2! Balor gets his foot on the rope! Foot on the rope and manages to get his shoulder up as well. Referee saying it's just a 2. Little bit of drama. Little bit of drama. This is good. This is good. Tell your neighbours. Tell your friends. Tell your family. This is good. Adam Cole talking some trash to Finn Balor. Adam Cole up on his feet. Taken down. His knee pad is going to go for the last shot. Balor up. Take down. Double stomp from Balor. Adam Cole rolls away. Adam Cole rolls away. I'm surprised he didn't roll out of the ring. He's rolled to the edge of the ring and he's getting stomped on right now by Balor. Here we go, Balor. Ooh, nasty drop kick to the outside. And now he's just kicking. Adam Cole stomping on Adam Cole. I do love this, Balor. This is a dark, methodical, do whatever it takes Finn Balor. Into some chairs, into the timekeeper's area. Balor sat at a chair. Oh, Cole is sat at the chair, sorry. Balor charging over. Oh, super kick by Cole. Super kick by Cole. Balor's out. And I think we're going to another commercial break. Boom. Such a great match, says John. It really is. Balor, you can do this, says Renzo. Come on, Balor, says Wrestling Days fan. This crowd sucks, says the botching guy. This crowd always sucks. They get paid, considering they get paid to be there. They're some of those least enthusiastic people. But at least there was a couple of moments where they did some cheering. Ryan Reynolds says another commercial. Monica says a lot of heat from Balor. I love it. Come on, Finn, says Young Astro. Crystal Tuzar says Days, do you think Adam Cole is going to win? Or is Adam Cole going to the main roster? I think Balor wins. I don't know that Adam Cole goes to the main roster. I don't know. I feel that what they've done with Retribution is sort of what they should have done with Undisputed Era. Now would be a rubbish time to call up Undisputed Era because you've got Retribution doing Retribution things. You can't have another group terrorizing WWE, another new group that gets, you know what I mean, causing carnage and whatever. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like now is the worst time for Undisputed Era. I wonder if Balor wins and they just wait a little bit longer till Retribution's done, but yeah, I don't know. NXT should be in the Thunderdome, says Daniel. Probably should, actually. I know that they want NXT to have a slightly different feel, but I don't think this is a better, different feel, if that makes sense. Monster Jam Fan 44, shout out to you. BTS Gaming says, if Adam wins, then it should have been me. Renzo, no worries, dude. This is a long match, says Noah. I think the first match tends to get about the first half an hour, in all fairness. Probably is a little longer than usual. But, oh, it's good, isn't it? I still wouldn't have them finished for another 10 minutes or so. Top rope enziguri by Balor. Adam Cole goes down. So Adam Cole down in the ring. Balor on the outside. Going up top. Finn Balor looking for a double stomp. No one there. Here's Adam Cole. Kick to the leg. Pushes over Balor. Looking for a figure four. Balor screaming in pain. This is middle of the ring. Figure four leg lock. And Balor reaching over to the ropes. So, middle of the ring, as we said. Balor trying to get over to the ropes. And gets to the ropes as well. There we go. Balor getting to the ropes. Adam Cole has to break that figure four. Robin813 said, this is interesting, he's going after the same leg from the Thatcher match. I hope the commentators point that out. That's a great comment. Momentum has shifted so many times, says Vic Joseph. Sling Blade, though. Momentum shifts again. Balor still selling that knee. Ugh. Drops Adam Cole. Balor going back to the corner. Drops Cole into the corner. He's in position for the coup de grace. Cole just rolls into a better position. Lol. Here we go. Balor looking for coup de grace. One-legged. Gets up top. Connects. Balor connects. But he can't capitalize. Here we go. Balor, 1, 2. No, it's a kick out. Adam Cole kicks out at the coup de grace. The coup de grace. Everyone's saying coup de grace. Coup de grace. He kicked out of the coup de grace. Double stomp. I think that moment where he's selling his knee, that cost Balor figure four. Ah! And we already know that his knee. Look at the pain. Look at the selling. Look at that. And he's like, ah. I don't know if he's like, help me, Lord, or what he's doing, but he's like, ah. He's in so much pain. Ah. Never. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Balor, middle of the ring, in the figure four. He's like, never. I'm never giving up. He's almost at the ropes. Adam Cole talking some track. You can really feel it. My knees are hurting right now. I can really feel it. He's dragging Balor. Oh, back to the middle. Roll up. Package. 2. Kick out. Oh, super kick. Super kick by Adam Cole. That was class. Balor was like, oh, my knee. And he gets caught with a super kick. Looking for the last shot. Boom. Back of the head. Adam Cole. 2. No, it's a 2. It's a 2. Ah! Scenes. He hit him with the last shot. Oh, man, that super kick was beautiful as well. That super kick was beautiful. Hits him with the last shot. I thought that was done. I thought that was done. Stick a fork in him. He's done. But he's not done. He lives to fight another day. Adam Cole going up top looking for Panama Sunrise. No, gets caught on the shoulders. Valley Driver. What's he going for? Backed into the corner. Oh my God, this match is awesome. He's got 1916. 1916 by Balor. He can't capitalize. The selling of the knee is beautiful. That selling is so good. I'm literally trying to find my wallet because I'm going to buy it. That's how good his selling is. He's going up top. Oh no! Super kick right on the leg by Adam Cole, baby. Cole outside the ring. Balor up top. We've got Finn Balor, Adam Cole, both on the middle turnbuckle. What's he looking for? Swinging net breaker? Swinging net breaker. Swinging net breaker. Oh! Just plants him. Off the top. 2. Oh, Balor gets it with it as well. Wow, scenes. Balor's done it. So, massive, massive news. Finn Balor, after an absolutely brilliant match, a match that takes up the first half an hour of this week's NXT show, has become the new NXT champion. Manages to get past Adam Cole. It was completely clean. Some lovely moments in there. Finn Balor really selling a knee injury. The match is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And amazingly starts off this week's NXT. It was the first match on this week's NXT. There's a good chance that we might find out what is next for Finn Balor during NXT this week. But the big news is that Finn Balor has once again become the NXT champion. So good. Great match, says Future Compilations. Balor wins. Finn wins. That was great. Yes, great match. Look at everyone losing their minds. As we said, we might find out what is next. I know that Karrion Kross and Scarlett said whoever wins tonight is going to be on borrowed time. So we know that Karrion Kross is going to want to try and get his title back at some point. But yeah, man, so good. That match was so good. You deserve it, says Brony. We've just got Rhea Ripley backstage right now. What a match. I wonder what that'll get from Meltzer. I wonder what Meltzer will give that, because I think it's a really hard match to score. It's such a good match. And I want to say little match as well, because compared to last week's Iron Man match, it was a little match. But it went for a good 20-odd minutes, if you think about it. And it flew by. It absolutely flew by. I could easily have watched another 20 minutes. And I think that's the sign of a really, really great match, is the fact that you don't want it to end. And you could sit and watch another 20 minutes of it, So, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. My problem with AEW and NXT is the kicking out of finishers. Do you think Kevin Owens is getting pushed terribly? I think he could be booked better. How are you watching? I'm watching on BT Sport. Sorry, I missed it. What, you missed the end of the... You missed the end of the match? Is it just me, or every time Adam Cole is in a championship match, he brings the best out of his opponent? Oh, that's not just you. I mean, that is just Adam Cole doing Adam Cole things. He's just that good. I mean, it was just brilliant all round. Absolutely brilliant all round. Monster Jam fan, shout out to you, my friend. Have a feeling this steel cage match will be great as well. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Congratulations, Finn, and welcome to the Two-Timers Club. I wonder if this will lead to Cole going to the main roster. RJ Madma, shout out to you. Oh, yeah, I'd like people to do that, actually. Timothy, that's a good shout. Get your scores in for that match. Let's forget halftime scores and all that for the moment, right? We'll still do that, of course. But just that match. I'd love to get a snapshot feel as to what people think, how people feel about it. Gorilla Press, shout out to you. Yeah, I'd love to know what people's thoughts are. 9 out of 10 says MF Wrestling. 9 says Future Compilations. 9 says Sahil. Chalmers with a 4 out of 5. 9. We've got a few 4s out of 5s and 9s out of 10s. 4, 7, 5. Wow, look at these scores, man. LeBron fan with the lowest I've seen at 775. 6 out of 10 though, in all fairness, from Randy. Solid 9, 8.5. I kind of feel like maybe an 8. Maybe around that. 9.25, 8.7. I mean, look, you can see the excitement here. Nine. 4 from Nando, 9 from TTV King, 1,000 out of 1,000 by David Connolly. Who do you think will win, Rhea Ripley or Mercedes Martinez, says Monster Jam fan. I'm leaning towards... I don't know, maybe leaning towards Mercedes Martinez. What if Adam Cole went to the main roster and Rhea Ripley went to the main roster? What if the 2 losers of the big matches both went to the main roster? How are you watching this? Watching it on BT Sport. New superstar Theo is going to debut next Wednesday. Okay. MF Wrestling says that was a 4-star match for me, but Tom Glendacollis says that was a 5-star match for me. It was awesome. Match was amazing. Wow, I'm really pleased that people enjoyed it that much. I mean, I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I think they planted some great early seeds at the start. I think it's gone a good chunk of time. I think that there was some really great moments in there, some great finishes and whatnot, and it was great. It was just really, really great. So yeah, lived up to my expectations. That I didn't want it to finish. I wanted another 10 minutes or so out of it. That's my only criticism. I wanted it to kind of keep going. You know, I didn't feel like that was going to be the end when he planted him from like the top. But it was. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I didn't want it to end. So, new champion, Finn Balor. Okay, we are back to NXT. They're just talking about Connor the Crusher. Right, what match are we going to? Is it going to be Bronson Reed next? We're backstage. Adam Cole shaking. I like this. We're backstage, look. Too sweet between Balor and Cole. I love that. Triple H congratulate him and everything. That was really good. Everyone's been asking, why did I return to NXT? This is the reason. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. You've got Balor backstage talking to people. It felt real. If, like, you know, you had Triple H there going, well done, man, well done. You had a too sweet between Balor and Adam Cole. It just felt like you were seeing like a real moment, not like a scripted kind of a thing. It felt like there was a lot of respect backstage, people really enjoying what they'd just seen, and it was great. Shotzi just punches Robert Stone in the face. He was about to destroy Shotzi's tank. Io's been knocked down. Aliyah is like, I'm sorry, Io, that was an accident. Running away, screaming her head off. Here's Io, look. Aliyah on her own. I don't know where Robert Stone is. Io in the ring with Shotzi. There's Aliyah. She's kind of caught in the middle. She's dressed a bit like a Spice Girl. Forearm strike from Shotzi. Forearm strike from Io. Enziguri by Shotzi. Looking to plant her down. Oh, man, into a backbreaker. What is Robert Stone doing? Robert Stone comes crashing down, gets caught in the midsection. Cole and Balor seem so tiny compared to Regal and Triple H. Monster Jam Fan 44, shout out to you. Sent on by Shotzi. I don't know what this is leading to. Shotzi's got the women's NXT title in her hand, though. And she's reluctantly handing it back to Io Shirai. Don't make me hurt you. Don't make me hurt you, says Io Shirai. Don't make me hurt you. No. It's good, man. It's good. Oh, yeah, forgot about that. Candice saying to Johnny, look, I need her back in my life. Of course, Tegan's going round to their house, isn't she? I forgot that. Bing bong. Be nice. She is definitely getting beaten up. She is definitely getting beaten up. Smile on the face of Johnny. Oh, look at that shirt, man. Look at that shirt. That's a Bull Nakano shirt. The LeRaes are here. That shirt is fine. Where's she got that shirt from? She's wearing a Bull Nakano shirt. Wow, my respect for Tegan just improved like by at least 200%. Candice gives Tegan a hug. Tegan sits down. She looks a bit awkward. She's got a little smile on her face. What's happening? It's awkward. Commercial break? Commercial break. Well, weird time for a commercial. I don't know, that was weird, man. This is better than an AEW pay-per-view, says Fabulous Disaster. Shotzi is not ready. Ryan says the Garganos are weirdos. Yes. The shirt isn't properly tucked in, says John. Tegan knows who to represent, says Jed. Awkward moment. It was awkward, wasn't it? Commercial. We are at commercial, yes. New Japan Road show. If you don't stream it, just make sure you watch it. Okay, Dat King. Please shout out Job and Chris podcast. Done. Shout out to Job and Chris podcast. Anthony says, Days, do you think that Mick Foley should get an Ultimate Edition figure? Yes. Done. I don't even need to read the rest. But I will. Says that comes with 4 heads, 4 arms, Cactus Jack, long shirt, lower part of bodies, all the jazz. Yes. I think the Cole Balor moment was Cole saying, I've done all I can. It's over to you now, says Jaden. That's interesting. It definitely could be that. It definitely could be that. Kind of really did feel like he was... Yeah, it felt like he was saying something like that, actually. You know, gave the too sweet, and there was a real sign of respect there. Days, that line was perfect. Don't make me hurt you. It was good. Days, I have been watching WWE 23 years. This is one of the best opening matches I have ever seen. Well, there we go, man. I don't know that there'll be many that disagree. To be honest, it was absolutely brilliant. Days, how do you watch WWE streams again? Well, I watch on BT Sport. It's on BT Sport. Donald Jackson, shout out to you. Days, I thought Cole Balor would be the main event. I think we all did. There was a few rumours doing the rounds that it was going to be opening the show. Would have been 5 stars if there was no commercials. They definitely do get in the way. I do agree. So, big news is Finn Balor beats Adam Cole to win that championship. 100% agree. Yeah, commercials do get in the way. I think they did a decent job of trying to make sure they didn't. I mean, every time we went to commercial, the action had, do you know what I mean? It got to a good point in the match whereby I didn't feel like I was really missing anything drastic. But there's no denying that it still hurt, you know? Have you ever seen Breaking Ground? Yes, I saw it when it first aired, when it first got added to the network. It's a very good series. I seem to remember Aliyah being on it. That's where I really remember Aliyah from, seeing her first. And she was very green, let's put it that way. Unsure of herself, seemed to lack confidence. Right, Timothy Thatcher is giving us some film study. Know Your Enemy, and he's showing us some footage of Damian Priest. Timothy, I like this. I like this because he's saying, look, Timothy Thatcher can leave himself open to counter-attacks. Timothy Thatcher is telling us Damian Priest's weaknesses. And that's going to help us when they do face each other get into the match a bit more. When your feet are on the ground, you are in control. We've got work to do. I don't know who he was talking to. Retribution? That's who he was talking to. What if it turns out Timothy Thatcher has been training Retribution in these segments all along? Imagine that. Right. Boos for the Velveteen Dream, and I would imagine that social media is doing the same. Unbelievably, the Velveteen Dream is here. Is Velveteen Dream. Not Dream. Man. They are quite tone deaf, aren't they? On this. They are still just plugging away. AJ Styles is going to debut in NXT and defeat Balor for the title. Demon versus Fiend. Could we see that? Well, I mean, the thing is, we don't know what they're going to do at Survivor Series, do we? We don't know what plans they've got for Survivor Series. So, is there a chance that they do a match of champion versus champion? Although saying that, he'd have to get the title back off Roman, wouldn't he? And I don't think that's likely. I didn't catch who he was facing. I don't know who this guy is. Bit of a jobber, I think. Jobber McGrew, I think. But Velveteen's in there. Being a heel. Doing heel things. Slap by Dream. Kick to the midsection by Dream. Yeah, he's... Adonis. Is that his name? Adonis. He's got Dream. I like the look of this Adonis guy. He looks good. No, lovely standing drop kick. Amazing standing drop kick. Oh, the Adonis guy was quite close to getting a pin there. Against the ropes, kick to the midsection. Lovely DDT. Wow, this is quite a showcase here for this guy. I don't know this guy. Have I seen this guy before? This is a huge opportunity for Adonis. I might be an Adonis stan. Oh, referee's gone down. Poke of the eye by the Dream. Poke of the eye by the Dream. We've got drama, guys. And we've got a victory for the Velveteen. Adonis Creed. This guy's pretty good. I liked him. I've blocked every comment I've seen about Dream on Twitter. That's the end of that jobber. I really like that Adonis guy. I thought the Adonis guy looked good. Heel Dream. It's a repackaged Leon Ruff. Oh, is it? Did he have that hair before? I don't remember him having that hairstyle. That's cool. I like him. Dream's about to do a promo here. Oh! Kushida! Yeah! Kushida! 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 Yes! Kushida is here. He should be the NXT champ. Kushida attacking the Velveteen. Velveteen grabbing the hair of Kushida. Oh, into the ring post. I'm not down with seeing the Velveteen Dream, right? I don't want to see the Velveteen Dream, but I am so down with seeing Kushida. I love Kushida. I loved Kushida in New Japan. Yeah, there's some real intensity, and I do love that line by Wade Barrett. He says, we have not seen this kind of intensity from Kushida since he joined from Japan. It's like a draping armbar. Dream in all kinds of trouble. Robin813 says, a new side of Kushida. It's awesome. It's awesome. Love to see it. Destroy him, Kushida! I don't hate Dream, but I like Kushida, says Eric. William Hensey, shout out to you. Right, Dream down. Kushida walks away. We got Breezango promo. That was quite funny. Fandango put the title on his, but he actually threw it over his shoulder. It's like, success. Oh. I like that. What's up, Days? What did I miss? We've got a new NXT champ. Finn Balor is the champ. It's been a really good show, actually. I've really enjoyed this show. Apart from Dream. But it has. I mean, what? 52 minutes. How much more entertaining has this been compared to Raw? There are many words I would like to say about Dream, says Dat King. So, Breezango beaten up by Imperium. Days, that was Theo. He changed his name to Adonis. We're close friends, says Gavin. Wow, I like Adonis. He's cool. Why wasn't half his shirt tucked in? Almost time for halftime scores. Isn't that crazy, man? Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy that we're almost at halftime score time? I don't even know if that made sense. Halftime score time? In 7 minutes. It's just a video package at the moment. Just hyping Breezango versus Imperium. Is it next week? Next week. Next week, you're the punchline. I wish Fandango had ended that video package by doing that once more. Damn! And then he has to go and pick it up again. I would have loved that. This show has been great, says RJ Madma. How would Kushida be a heel if Dream's a heel? Oh, I don't think Kushida's a heel. Bronson Reed versus Austin Theory. Up next. That means we get to see the awesome Bronson Reed entrance. Jaden says an hour of NXT has been more entertaining than 4.5 hours of All Out. 8.5 says Tony. We'll do the halftime scores at the next commercial break. I think the next commercial break will be a few minutes after, but we'll do it after. Are we ready for Bronson Reed's amazing entrance? It's really great, isn't it? Him like walking down, towering over the buildings. It's really cool. Back to Wednesdays next week. Yeah, Monica King says I love that Breezango segment. It's good. It's good. Bronson Reed, let's go. The Wednesday Night War will be back. Wednesday Night War with Balor as champion could be very, very interesting. Jesse Miles, shout out to you. Brony says Raw should take notes of this show. Poskino says 7 tucks out of 10. Well, hold your tuck ratings for a moment. We'll do it at the next commercial break. NXT back on Wednesdays next week. Yes. We've still got that great. We've still got the great cage match to come. We've still got Killian Dane versus Roderick Strong. We've still got Bronson Reed versus Austin Theory. It's loads, man. Loads to look forward to. Just lost the chat for a second. There we go. I'm actually starting to like the idea of NXT on a Tuesday. I much prefer it as well, yeah. All Out was better than NXT. Overall, All Out had 3 good matches. NXT has had 1. Days, do you have to pay for BT Sport? Yes. Are Tegan Knox and Gargano still at the table? We haven't seen them since. I mean, they were sat there with empty plates in front of them, and it was a little bit awkward. I should imagine when we go back, they're just still going to be sat there, and it's still going to be awkward. Dave in Real Life says Raw needs a reset, and I hope the draft gives it some new life. Please don't use tucks when you give your halftime scores. The word tuck is annoying, says Eric. Eric, do you know what you've just done there? You've just guaranteed that at least 80% of people are now going to use the word. Although, please remember, everyone, he did say please. And manners are important. I'm guessing main event will be the steel cage match. Yes, I think so. Young Ryder says, this is Young Astro. I've changed my name. Okay. It's good to mix it up. I forgot it was Super Tuesday. Did I miss anything? No, it's been quite quiet. Quite quiet. Don't think you missed anything. Only a new champion? Lol. Okay, we've gone back. They are eating some food. The cat's at the table. Johnny's saying, am I making this weird? Johnny's like, it's me. All right. Johnny says, I'll finish my meal upstairs. So we've got... Candice says, do you confess to the mistakes you made? Okay, so there's a little bit of arguing now. Candice says, you don't understand the Gargano way? The Gargano way. Is it over here? Tegan says, look, I just don't agree with the Gargano way. In fairness, Tegan needs to do it the Bull Nakano way. The Bull Nakano way is better than the Gargano way. If I had to buy a house on Gargano way or Bull Nakano way, it's a no-brainer. Right. Candice is like, would I do you wrong? What have you got to lose? Interesting. Okay. Right, Bronson Reed. It's great that they put the title back on Balor. This will allow him to have another great NXT run. Then exit the company for greener pastures. There's no pastures greener than than NXT. There's plenty of green superstars there. I don't think he'll ever go back to the main roster. The Paul McCartney way? Why didn't the chip match headline? The chip match. Is that like, I don't know, what's that, a bag of chips on a pole? God, I'd love that match. Do you mean the championship match? No one knows. I think it was just mega lols. We got Bronson Reed here. Love his ring attire as well. He's just changing little things about himself that are just getting better. He's got this black ring attire with the word colossal written across it. It looks really cool. Actually, it's not on his boobs. I don't want you thinking that it's written on his boobs. It's kind of down here. Here's Austin Theory. Days, I want Bo Dallas versus Finn Balor. I reckon it would be fire, says Tom Glender. Collis. Let's go, Bronson. Right. Theory versus Reed. I would love to see Sue Young come to WWE. Trash entrance. What for? For Bronson. I like Bronson's entrance. Big, where he's walking through the buildings. It looks cool. I feel like that would be a great entrance. I think I said last week for Keith Lee. Keith Lee. Bask in his glory. Although they probably have to change the music, but they need to do that anyway. Right, what I want to do is change the graphic behind me because that match has happened. And I actually want the graphic for the cage match now. That's what I want. That's what my heart desires. Right, we've got Austin Theory trying to shake hands with Bronson Reed. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. Found it, haven't I? Like the legend I am. Bask in his glory. Des, I want you to know you've helped me through a lot of hard times. Hard times, baby. Hard times. Shout out to you, Monster Jam. Appreciate the support, man. That's what we're here for. Have good times. We're here for good times, not hard times. That is the worst Dusty Rhodes impression you'll ever hear. Ever. Right. Do I like what I'm doing right now? No. Do I like that? No. Side headlock by Bronson. Do I like that? No. I can't get it to look right, but I think you get the idea. You can see Rhea Ripley, Mercedes Martinez, my head in the middle of it as well. Hello. Right, boom. Why does an elephant have 4 feet? I don't know why. Theory gets planted down by Reed. Only gets a 1 count. Development needs to come. You've got great talent in IC Wrestling Progress. Evolve. They can change NXT, says William. I would love to see Jessica Havoc come in. Rhea has bleached her hair. I think she did it a little while ago. Austin Theory planted down by Bronson Reed. And nice headlock by Bronson Reed. Undisputed Era to SmackDown, says Tony. I think we might get a heel turn for Rhea. I would like to see Balor return to New Japan. That would be cool eventually. Is Theory no longer a Seth disciple? No, he isn't. He's been banished to NXT. Rhea would have been amazing casting Mad Max Fury Road, says William Hensey. Anthony says, do you think NXT will be a bad show next Wednesday? Well, I'm not sure they're going to be able to match this show. I think this has been a very good show. And obviously, you know, Balor winning the NXT Championship in an excellent match against Adam Cole. I mean, that really set the tempo, didn't it? And honestly, it's been great. We should go to commercial very, very soon, and then we'll get the halftime scores. Sit down by Austin, by Bronson on Austin. Austin rolling out of the ring. We will go to the half time scores. Wow. Theory just bouncing away from the ring. Okay, get your scores in. Get your scores in. AEW's on Thursday next week. Is it? What are they doing? Get your scores in. Get your half-time scores in. RJ Madma says, do you think pigs are good as pets? I honestly don't know. I don't know if they're good as pets or not. You'd have to ask Alexa Bliss. She let one in. 8 out of 10. 9, says Gorilla Press. That's selling. It was crazy selling, wasn't it? It was Shawn Michaels-esque. 9.75, 8.75, 7.75. Yes, but Bart. 9.8, 8.25, 8, 8.65, 8, 8.5, 6. Ah, cheeky from Monica. Days 8.75, 8, 8, 9, 9. Look at these 8s, 9s, couple of 10s. 8. Aiden's Toys with a 10. Dat King's only got a 3 so far. 8, 8, 5, 8, 8, 8, 5, 8, 9.5. He's still wearing the Disciple attire. I don't think he is. Isn't the Disciples attire got a bit of grey down the side? I don't think this did. I think it says all day down the side of his attire. 1 million out of 10. 7.5 from Melissa. 9.75 from Sandman. I haven't seen it yet, says Jadam. Dun dun bow. 7 from Creed. 9.5 from Tom Glenda Collis. 9 from James Chadwick. Nice. Cosmic Joe. Pigs are good pets. Here we go. Breaking news. Ardale. Pigs are good pets. You need to potty train them like dogs. They'll finish your leftovers When you get old or sick, you then have bacon. It's a really good point. It's a really, really good point. Who doesn't love bacon apart from vegetarians, vegans, and people that don't like bacon? 8 out of 10, says Michael Jensen. Some very, very high scores. Very high scores. Esteban says, to be determined. To be determined. 10 out of 10 says beats Let's Go. Days, what's your score? I don't know, is the answer. I never really think about a score at the halfway point. But I think I'd be around an 8. I'd be around an 8. I feel that the first match was about an 8. And there hasn't really been anything. I suppose Dream being on was a bit... You just don't want to see it, do you? But then we got Kushida. I love Kushida. And Kushida seems to have some real fire. So, and I liked Adonis as well. Thought he looked good. I like what they're doing with Tegan and Candice, and that's quite interesting. Looking forward to going back to that. This match's been all right as well, so I think it's been a really strong show. It's been a really strong show. It's only been, like, Dream that's made me go, And we've still got the steel cage match to come. Ryan says, I'm vegetarian, so I don't like bacon. That makes sense. Imtia says, and Muslims. That's true. For religious reasons, you're correct. So the answer is quite a few people don't like bacon. Michael says, I would like to see Tamina Snuka versus Charlotte Flair. Days, what do you prefer, NXT, SmackDown, or Raw? SmackDown. I think SmackDown has had some really, really great episodes recently. Right, still to come, we got Rhea Ripley against Mercedes Martinez. Dat King says Balor still has the record for the second longest junior heavyweight title reign at 419 days only, bettered by Liger. It'd be great if he goes back. Inverted atomic drop. Elbow by Reed. Overselling again by Theory. Overselling again. Big collision. Theory up on the shoulder. Jagged edge. 2. Kick out by Theory. Theory. Is Theory not happy or something? I don't know what he's doing. Don't know why Theory is like overselling so much. Up. On his feet. Round the back. Tries to pick up. Plants down Bronson Reed. Looking for a back body drop. Here we go. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Reed. Perhaps there's some heat between these two. Perhaps there's like a lack of respect between these two. I'm not sure. Jaden says Theory's selling is so good. It seems a little OTT. Forearm strike by Theory. Theory up. Blockbuster. Here we go. 1, 2. Shoulder up. The Undisputed Era's contract is done. Monster Jam Fan 44. Appreciate it, dude. Shout out to you. It's like HBK versus Hogan. Well, I really feel that Bronson Reed is winning. It's definitely given me that vibe. I really feel like Austin Theory is unhappy. Theory trying to get Reed on his shoulders. His legs are wobbling. My back! Ah! Reed comes crashing down on Theory. I don't know, man. If I was Triple H, I'd be having some serious words with Theory after this. Big splash. 1, 2, 3. Reed does win. Reed does win. They probably told Theory to go out there and really make the fans think that Reed is a destroyer. It's good. That's a good Austin Theory that you've got, Monica. I'm a big fan of your Austin Theory. Nothing wrong with HBK selling. Even HBK said it was unprofessional, though. He said, looking back, it probably was unprofessional. I think Theory wanted to stay as Seth's disciple. Well, he's definitely given us a talking point. I respect him for that. Bronson Reed says it's my time. Theory down. Backstage with Adam Cole. What's this? What's happening? What's going through your mind? Cole says, I'm disappointed. Truth be told, the better man won. Cole says, I do have respect for him. What's this? What's happening? Balor had better hope I don't get another opportunity. I love the fact that Balor's won and Cole is putting him over. Like saying, he's not complaining. He's not whining. He's like, look, the better guy won. I've got nothing but respect for Finn Balor. The better guy won. But Finn Balor had better hope I do not get another opportunity. To be fair, he put Reed over well, says Jaden. Adam Cole again. Yeah, it was very interesting. Is Adam Cole related to Michael Cole? No. Yes, Michael Cole is Adam Cole's son. There we go. Boom. Adam Cole is a baby face. And that is undisputed. I keep thinking I'm seeing ZZ from Tough Enough. He's gone. He got let go, didn't he? He's not with him anymore. I wouldn't say he's turning face. He just respects Balor, says Taboy 123. Jake says, this feels like NXT of old. Yes. I agree with that. No Tommaso so far tonight. No Tommaso. Be nice to see him. Hope he's well. Tommaso, if you're watching, you little chomper, eh? Cole Balor 3, says LSW. No, he is a heel, says Michael. Well, people are split. What are we seeing from Adam Cole, baby? I think he's probably still heel, but just showing that that respect to Balor. They've got a lot of history. They know each other very, very well. So, did Ridge Holland go back to NXT UK? I honestly don't know. He may have done because of it starting up, and they might want to put him back over there. But saying that, are there flights now? Can you fly from America to the UK? I don't even know that you can. So he might not be able to. Gavin E, shout out to you. Have you noticed how Cole's acting face, but the rest of Undisputed Era are acting heels? Possible split, says Jaden. Eric says he's not a heel. He's maybe a tweener. Please give us Ciampa versus Gargano rivalry one last time, says DJ. Well, we are at commercial break. You'd have to think they're going to give that cage match quite a bit of time. I mean, they're not going to go to the trouble of setting up the cage match and then not utilising it. So I'm quietly confident that we've got Dane versus Strong. And then we've still got to go back to the Gargano's house. And then we've got the cage match. So I'm quietly confident we're not too far away from the cage match. Maybe 20 minutes. Cole Balor 3 at War Games. Okay, here we go. We're going back. Backstreet's back. All right. It's been fun, man. It's been a good show, man. Yeah, man. Okay, Just a little commercial for, is it Peacock? I don't even know what Peacock is. We've got one more match. Monster Jam fan, no worries. Shout out to you. This cage match will be good. And I want to see Ciampa Gargano rivalry renewed. I think I saw someone saying, can you ask us a question? Says Aiden's Toys. Yeah, sure. If you could book a match for NXT TakeOver, the next one, what would it be? If you could book any match for the next TakeOver, what would it be? There we go. That is my question to you. Here's Mercedes Martinez. I like her promos. Rhea, you're a bad woman, but not as bad as me. She is a really, really great promo. Shock the system. Is this going to be Roderick Strong? Cole Balor 3. Balor Tommaso. Cole Balor. Ciampa Johnny. Peacock is a streaming service. Oh, okay. Balor Gargano. Cross versus Balor or Cross versus Cole. Balor Tommaso. Seems like a lot of people want a Balor match. Orton Ciampa, says Jake. That's awesome. That's awesome. No. Orton versus Ciampa. That would be amazing. Yeah. Down, boom. Dream versus Theory. Lol. But I think Roderick Strong versus Theory. Strong versus Balor. Adam Cole, Balor, 60-minute, no holds barred Iron Man match, says Jaden. Where's Carl? I don't know where Carl is, actually. It is just Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish. Bo Dallas versus Finn Balor. Brandon says this had better be a quick match. Finn Balor versus Dexter Lumis. Here comes Killian Dane. Here comes Mr. Nikki Cross. Killian Cross. Killian Cross is a better name. But it's a bit like Karrion Cross, isn't it? I think we said that last time. But then you make them a tag team and you call them the Crosses. Okay, so Killian Dane is here. I feel sorry for Killian Dane. Getting up to the main roster. Part of Sanity, and now he's just so directionless. Days Ryan sat in, pitched an idea that Kyle O'Reilly is going to turn on the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole versus Bronson. A no-holds-barred match, says Michael. Okay, here we go. We got Killian Dane in the ring. Roderick Strong round the back. The two break apart. Give me Dane versus Reed. Eric says, give me Priest versus Dane in a steel cage match. Going over, scooped up. Strong on his feet. Big chop by Roderick Strong. Killian Dane jumping out of the ring. Big strikes coming in by Roderick Strong. And Killian Dane in the ring. Kicks coming in by Roderick Strong. Big right hands. Killian Dane going down. Killian Dane popping right back up though. In the background, he just stands up, hurls Roderick Strong into the corner. Big right hands to the midsection. Unload him. Oh. Chest first goes Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong is so good. He's just like the Swiss Army knife. He's so versatile. He can work against big guys, small guys, high flyers, technical masters. He can just work against them all. He can adapt. Lovely single leg drop kick. Out the ring goes Killian Dane. I'm not saying that he's a high flyer. I'm just saying he can work against them and give us great matches. Has great matches against everyone. Oh, Bobby Fish kicking Killian Dane outside the ring. Are we going to commercial break? Yes, commercial break. 36 minutes to go. I really thought they were going to do Rhea versus Raquel versus Mercedes. That would have been a great match. He's literally NXT's Cesaro. That's a really good comparison, Jaden. It's a really good comparison. Have we ever seen Cesaro against Roderick Strong in WWE? Imagine that match. What happens when you put two epic in-ring generals in a match against each other? Has Rhea Ripley had a match yet? Not yet. John says, Loomis sounds like it could be the name of a kid who gets beaten up for his, give me your lunch money, Loomis. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And Dexter. Give me your lunch money, Dexter, or I'm putting you in that locker. Yeah, when you think about it, both names individually, and maybe even the name as a whole, now I think about it. Give me your lunch money, Dexter Lumis. No, you see, as a whole, I think, you know how two wrongs do not make a right? I think that it's one of those. Do I? I don't even know what I believe anymore. I kind of feel that each name individually, I see what you're saying, but together, I think it works. I think what I'm saying is two wrongs do make a right. It turns out two wrongs do make a right. There we go, guys. Spread the news. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Two wrongs do make a right. My man Loomis got pushed to a peak and now it's been ruined. He's injured. He got beaten up for his lunch money. He's locked in a locker in the NXT changing rooms. Put Nia Jax and Tamina in a cage match. Just, yes. For everyone else's safety. Not even for a match, just backstage. Dexter Lumis is a combination of Dexter, the serial killer, as is evident by the shirts he wears, and Dr. Samuel Loomis from the Halloween franchise, says R. Dale. Yes, but R. Dale, I would have bullied Dexter and I would have bullied Dr. Samuel Loomis and took their lunch money. That's just facts. That is just straight facts. 33 minutes left. John says Dexter was a serial killer. He was. And I still would have bullied him. Ah! You got to go for the big dog. Do you know what I mean? There's no point messing around with the little kids. You got to go for the big dog. The big bully. Don't go for the innocent people. Go for the serial killer. Give me your lunch money, Dexter, you serial killer. Freak. They don't like it when you take it to them, let me tell you. Primo versus Autumn. Dream match. Des, I just finished watching last night's stream. I can't believe you didn't end. Do you smell what the tuck is cooking? So... If you smell what the Tuck is... I wonder what she does cook. Do you think she does cook? Do you think Tuck does some cooking? I bet she's a very good cook. I'm not going to cast aspersions on Tuck's cooking. Here we go, Roderick Strong popping up. Killian Dane. Crossbody. 1, 2. Kick out. Days, he would squash the hell out of you. Who would? Dexter, the serial killer, would squash me. You think that, mate? You think that? Kicks by Killian Dane. Tommaso Ciampa versus Dexter Lumis would be amazing. Dex Tuck Lumis, says Gorilla Press. Dex Tuck Lumis. Dex Tuck Lumis. Just when you think, how can Dexter Lumis get any cooler? That's how. Knee strike by Roderick Strong misses, is on the shoulders of Killian Dane and planted, sent on. Bobby Fish jumping in and pulling out Roderick Strong. No, he's interfering. That's a DQ. That's a DQ. Big strike. Roderick Strong, knee strike. Killian Dane down. Here we go. 1, 2. Roderick Strong wins. Do you think Pete Dunne will return to NXT UK? Well, I think he'll be on it because he's stuck in the UK. But I think they were using him for NXT. We need a tuck emoji. Oh, we do. I'm going to write that down. Because who knows? We might see her again. Good shout. Respect. Roddy wins. Yep. Roddy wins. Boom. I don't know why I'm watching this. And I'm also watching it on TV. Shout out to you, Alan. Do you think Retribution members will be revealed? Not tonight. Are you doing a watch-along for Tyson Jones? Yes, Randy, yes, we will. Definitely. Strong wins. He does. He does. The boyhood dream has come true. Kicks coming in. Killian Dane down. Imagine if Adam Cole comes out now and he tells them to stop. It's not. It's not. It's the poor man's Adam Cole, Drake Maverick. Drake Maverick with, what has he got? A pipe? Black pipe? He goes down. He is the worst. Whenever he comes down, it always ends up with him getting beaten up. I've never seen him come down and actually help. Knees by Bobby Fish. Kicks coming in by Fish. Now, Killian Dane has got that pipe. The big man from Belfast. Days, will Imperium go back to NXT to the UK? Well, I mean, the flight. I don't think the flights are on, buddy. They're still a big part of it, so yes, eventually I think they would. Maverick is backing in the corner. Cowering. Killian Dane with that pipe in his hand. I think he's going to throw it away. He does throw it away. Nikki Cross, Killian Dane in a 6-man tag. Drake going over. Puts his hand out. What's he want? A handshake. Killian Dane's going to give him that handshake. This is so emotional. Oh, he's not! He punches him in the face! Yay! Killian! 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 Drake Maverick with the hand out. Oh, yeah! Love it. Lol. Welcome to NXT. Days, we've had that many tag matches last night. I thought Teddy Long was booking the show. Why, says Ryan. Okay. It's a sisterhood. Tegan says, why are you assuming that you will be the next women's champ? Candice says, you've had your chance. It didn't go so well. I don't think Tegan Nox is she's sitting there and like smiling, and it's, I don't know. Look, she just gets salad thrown over and she's still smiling. I'm loving her Bull Nakano shirt. I'm still giving her props for that. Look at the smiles on her face. She can't help but smile. Johnny says you're a horrible person. Gorilla Press says, if Mercedes loses, will it convince you? What? What do you mean? Spaghetti all over Johnny. Oh no! She's thrown something and the TV's broke. Tegan's running away. TV. Johnny's very upset. Look at that, the TV's broke. Well, that didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. Food fight, let's go. Yeah, Gorilla Press, what do you mean? If Mercedes loses, will that convince you? Convince me, convince... What? What? Ryan says, ha 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 ha. The TV! Even the TV is kayfabe. Convince you that she's Retribution. Yeah, I know that they've been using her, but we don't know if she's a proper member. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've been using NXT talent, quite obviously Mia Yim and Dominic Dijakovic. A lot of people saying Dio Madden, Mercedes Martinez. I've never ever disputed that they've been used as Retribution members, but is she ultimately going to be revealed? Is she part of the group? I don't know. I don't know. The latest rumours were that even Vince didn't know. Not that long ago. Even Vince wasn't sure who was in the group. So, yeah, hard to say. Bullet Club versus NWO versus DX is a dream match. What a waste of food, says James Knight. And it looked nice as well. It looked nice. That TV had a family, damn it. Right. Let's change over this Ripley versus Mercedes Martinez. Oh, it's big, isn't it? There we go. Do I need to add that it's a steel cage? I'm going to. Don't get a chance to write it that often. So I'm going to take this opportunity. Steel cage match. Yeah! I'm excited for this. How long have we got? I would have liked a little bit longer, if I'm being honest. I would have liked for them to have had a little bit more time, but you know, there's worse things. Boom. RJ Madma, shout out to you. She won't LSW. She won't. We've asked her. She has a match this weekend in Mexico. Who's that? Tessa? Forget the TV. What about the wasted food, says Monica King. You don't make friends with salad, says Tom Collis. You don't make friends with salad. Do you want to come round mine? I'll make you a salad. That is true, actually. That is true. Although there was spaghetti, pasta. Do you know what I mean? So, but that is very true. Ah, you don't make friends with salad. I love that line. Gorilla Press says, are you using OBS? Are you using OBS? Yes. It's the best. Might not, fun fact, it might not be the best, I don't know. But it is what I'm using. I hate commercials, says Alan. Is Ronda part of Retribution? I don't believe she's been used as a member up until this point, but could she be revealed as the leader? Maybe. Mabes. Now Johnny can't watch the Cleveland Browns lose every week. Was that a tossed salad? No, it was a tucked salad. It was a tucked salad. Tonight only, guys. Tease as low as $12 and save up to 40% off championship belts. Talking of championship belts, it's a pretty sexy one over the shoulder of Damian Priest, the current reigning North American Champione. I'm fine with Retribution being NXT talent, but I feel like the leader has to be a big name. Tegan ended up with salad dressing. Boom. Damian Priest says, I'm not losing this championship on my first title defense. He's got a cool Kurt Cobain shirt on. Priest, Thatcher. Next week, they're stacking championship matches for next week again. Tag match next week, tag title match, and North American Championship match. Brax Onitron. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I think Dream is back on Twitter. Kurt Cobain shirt, yes. Why did Tegan break their TV? She didn't, did she? Candice threw the remote and, wasn't it the remote or a shoe or something? And just Tegan moved out the way. I don't think she did break it. Io Shirai is taking on Shotzi Blackheart next week as well. Okay, the cage has been erected. And we are ready for the first competitors to come down. Who is it? Wade Barrett says he hated every second of steel cage matches. Okay, here we go. Mercedes Martinez. I love her attire as well. Lady Havoc. 19-year veteran. Well, what was the point in that graphic? It was there for literally a second. Here's some info. It's gone. Guys, do you want some info on Mercedes Martinez? Here it is. Oh, we've took it away again. It's ours. You can't have it. Ah! It's our information, not yours. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. That's Triple H. Backstage. Right, she's thrown a kendo stick in. She's grabbed some chairs. She's chucking them in as well. Mercedes Martinez. She doesn't play around. Chairs going in. I love her entrance music. Gorilla Press says, was NXT or AEW on TV when she broke it, lol? Oh, Rhea! Rhea from behind! Boom! Rhea Ripley attacking from behind. Ah, Mercedes Martinez is having that door slammed in her. Boom! Big kick! Take that. Take that. That Mercedes is gonna need a checkup. In the ring goes Mercedes Martinez. Rhea Ripley looking like an absolute megastar here. Grabbing a table. How long we got? 17 minutes. Oh, man, this could be fire. So, steel cage set up. Table coming in. Martinez is setting up a steel cage tea party. Oh, that's nice. Right, the door's closed. She's telling the ref to lock it. Lock it! And we are underway. The two competitors are inside of the steel cage, the steel structure. A checkup. Maybe she should see Britt Baker. Days, when's War Games? Isn't that like November time? I feel like it's right at the end of the year. Rated R Wrestling says this is gonna be awesome. Strikes coming in by Mercedes Martinez. Gorilla Press says her entrance reminds me of Glacier. Get your predictions in. Who's going to win? I can see Sonny saying I've got Ripley. I've got Ripley, if you believe it or not. Down goes Mercedes. Oh, into the cage goes Martinez. Is Xavier Woods part of Retribution? I don't think so. I don't think they've used him as a member. Mercedes Martinez is having her arms pulled. That's the bottom line because Stone Cold half tucks. Oh, that's great. Rhea, Martinez. Rhea, Mercedes. Days, what? Rhea, Martinez, Mercedes, and this will be Ripley's last match, says BOD. Rhea, Martinez. I think most people are going Rhea. Big boot by Rhea. I want Ripley to win, but I think it'll be Mercedes, says Gabriella. Well, we got 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Eric says the ref. John says Lupus was the name of the kid who got picked on in the Bad News Bears movie. Big strike. Down goes Mercedes Martinez. We got 3 chairs in there. Kendo stick, a table. Again, big strikes across the back. Vicious looking strikes. Smile on the face of Rhea. Kick to the midsection by Rhea. Rhea looks like the real deal, doesn't she? And Mercedes Martinez. This is such a great match. Well done, everyone. As soon as Roman came back, Retribution went bye-bye. Bye-bye. You want to attack me from behind? Kick to the back by Rhea. I know I said Ripley at first, but I am leaning more towards Martinez, says Damien. Do you think Rhea Ronda would be good? No. Oh! Lovely! That was like was that a muscle buster? She had her up, planting her down. Robert Stone shouting, how does it feel, Rhea? Mercedes Martinez getting herself back into this match. We should be going to one more commercial break soon. Mercedes with a chair. Big boot by Rhea. Ripley. Middle rope. Big right hand by Mercedes Martinez. Got Rhea Ripley on her shoulder. Running. Power slam onto a chair. Oh! Nasty. Oh, that's nasty. She hasn't got anything on her back as well. That's just got to hurt. That's just straight up got to hurt. And there's the commercial break. Oh, days AJ Styles might leave. I don't think so. I think he's signing another contract and then he'll be done. I like Robert Stone, says John. NXT steel cages look different from Raw and SmackDown. Do they look different? Not really. It's been a while since I've seen a steel cage on Raw and SmackDown, but no, they have it as chain link fencing like that. Split screen? Oh, I haven't got that. Where's Shotzi in a tank? She was out a little earlier. Commercials. It should be the last commercial. We got 12 minutes left. Is Roman in Retribution? We don't know. I don't think he's been used as one of the people. Although I have seen a tweet comparing how someone was standing compared to Roman standing. And they were like trying to show that they look the same. AJ said he wants to retire Triple H for good. Eva Marie teased the return. She did ducky. Hope you are well. Rhea Ronda at WrestleMania and Roman as special guest. Yeah, the only problem with that is I don't see Rhea as a ring general at the moment. I think that she might be starting to get to that point, but she's been having matches against people that can kind of carry her through it. I mean, right now she's in there with someone that's wrestled for 19 years in Mercedes Martinez. Even though she's only been in NXT for a hot minute, she can go. She can wrestle, make no mistake about that. WrestleMania, Rhea took on Charlotte. Do you know what I mean? Ronda needs someone to help her through matches. Can Rhea Ripley really do that at this stage in her development? Rhea Ripley is still very, very young. That's a lot of pressure to put on her shoulders to have her carry Ronda through a match. So that's what makes me say I don't think it would be best for business. What is best for business is we're going back. Days, I said she'd only teased it so she could annoy you. Do you know that AJ, Gallows and Anderson were planned to debut on the 1st? I did see... Was it the Young Bucks that mentioned it? Right, we've gone back. 10 minutes left. The final part. Oh, lovely. Suplex. German suplex off the top rope. By Mercedes Martinez. She's kind of hung herself upside down in a tree of woe now. She's in a bit of bother. She's having to try and, she's showing some very good core strength. Getting up to her feet. Slowly, though. By the time she's managed to get up, Rhea has grabbed a chair. She's going to throw it. Oh, she does. Mercedes Martinez blocks it. It does drive her back. But she managed to block most of it. Here you go, Rhea Ripley charging over. Drop kick. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mercedes Martinez, her head. Oh, no. Don't do anything there. Get your head out of there. You don't want to see anything like that. Her head is in between the two panels. Oh, thankfully she's back in. Oh, I thought they were going to do something awful. With her head in between those two panels. Instead, though, looking for a superplex. Superplex. This is a good steel cage match, says John. Crawling over. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Shoulder up by Mercedes Martinez. That was high risk, high reward. So, both women are down. Rhea Ripley getting to her feet first of all. Rhea Ripley grabbing the hair of Mercedes Martinez. Big strikes coming in by Mercedes Martinez. So, both women still down. How long have we got? 6 minutes. We've got 6 minutes. Up on the shoulders. Planting Martinez down. Dave, I can't wait for you to go on another toy hunt. A really good NXT tonight, says Dave. Cloverleaf. Rhea with a clover leaf on Mercedes Martinez. We've still got a bit of time. Kendo stick shots by Mercedes Martinez. She's grabbed that kendo stick. Mercedes is down. Robert Stone is climbing up the cage. Robert Stone. Oh, he's getting walloped with a catch. She's poking it through. He takes some mad bumps, doesn't he, actually? Look at him trying to run on the outside whilst being at the top. She's grabbing his headbutt, grabbing his head. He's draped over the cage. She's going to look to try and superplex him in the ring from the top of the cage. No, couldn't do it. He's kind of out-dangled like this over the top. Kendo stick to the back. Rhea Ripley on that top rope. Oh my gosh. Oh, Rhea Ripley getting her head smashed off the cage. Down. Driven down. Can Mercedes Martinez get the pin? This has been good. This has been good. I don't know. Gavin, I don't know. I'm fully focused on this match. If Mercedes loses, she will be a member of Retribution. Fred says, I saw a picture of Finn's side plates for the title. They look lovely. She took too long. She got a 2 count, but she took way too long. We got 4 minutes left. How is this going to finish? You've still got Robert Stone out, just dangling. Just dangling. Here we go. Mercedes Martinez setting up a table. So, yeah, she's setting up this table. Rhea Ripley is down. 4 minutes. 3 now. Why won't Retribution fight anyone in a match? Because they're scared. So this table is set up. We're building towards the big finish. Rhea Ripley is being put on that top turnbuckle. Big strike coming in by Mercedes Martinez. Up top. Looking for a suplex. No. I feel like Martinez might be the one that goes through that table. It's not happening. Headbutts. It is. Martinez rocking. Headbutt again. Ooh. Picking her up. She's going to look to powerbomb her through. She's going to look to Riptide her. Riptide! Through the table! That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley. Riptides. Mercedes Martinez. Through the table. That was a nice finish, man. That was nice. Rhea wins. She does. Mamma Mia! Oh, we needed a Mamma Mia there. You're right. Oh, I missed that. Mamma Mia! Rhea with the win. Through the table. Damn, she's dead. She's deaded. She just deaded her. Some really great highlights. Yes, Rhea. What a show. They need to have a women's battle royal for the NXT championship. Great match, says Sandman882. Days, when will you find a peg full of Eva Marie's? You'd have to say that's unlikely. She's not been around for a while. Rhea Ripley wins. She is the best. What a match. OMG, 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 OMG. It's a lovely finish. Bang. through that table. Brony, shout out to you, my friend. We are getting towards the end, and then I'll get your full-time scores. What's she saying? She's Malvin Summer. I told you. That's a good shot. That's a great shot. Camera right in the corner. She's on the top turnbuckle. And she's kind of like on top of the cage looking out. She's like, I told you. And you can see just the cage behind her with Mercedes Martinez down. That was a nice shot, man. That was a nice shot. Right. Get your scores in. Get your scores in. What did you think of the show? Caleb 1000. 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Jeremy says, I know that you like Thunder Rosa, but WWE has by far the best female wrestlers. It's not even close. 9.5, 9.25, 8, 9.1, 9, 8.7, 9, 8.25, 8.9, 8. From Imtiaz, shout out to you. Jason, 7.5. Jeremy with an 8. Let me try and get through these scores. 9.5, 7, 8, 9, 9.25, 8, 9, 9, 8.5, 10, 8.5, 8, 9.25, 9, 9.5, 9. Sunny Wolf with a 9. Monica King says 8.75 out of Tux. 1 billion says Beats Let's Go. 9 out of 10, one of the better NXT episodes of the year. I do agree with that. One of the better episodes of the year, definitely. Get your scores in 8.8, 7, 9.5, 9, 9.83, 9, 8. But Spark says 9. It was an awesome show. Trini says 8.75. 9, 8, 8, 9, 9, 8. 9.75, 8.5. It was a good night for NXT. Eric saying 8. Desmond saying 8. I'm going to say. 8.25. I think I was around about an 8 at the halfway point. I think I started to dip. The Roderick Strong Killian Dane match was all right, but I think I started to just dip a little there. I think the Bronson Reed match was fine. In fact, that was quite fun. Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. That was quite fun. So what would I score it down on? I would score it down on, I think, the Killian Dane match. I just wasn't really feeling it that much. Maybe Tegan Knox smiling all throughout that, vignette when I kind of felt that she needed to be a bit more serious at times, and she's just there smiling her head off. But she did have that Killer Bull Nakano shirt. We can't look past that. We can't. In fact, I'm going to take this to 8.5. Just for 0.25, just for the Bull Nakano shirt. That deserves recognition. That definitely deserves recognition. There we go. 8.5. Robert Stone used to wrestle in GTS as Rob E. Nobody knows what the E stands for, says Kim. I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know he was in GTS. I'm going to order my first replica title. Well, if you're using Euroshop, then you can use Days 20 code and you'll save £20, €20 if you're buying it from Euroshop. So there you go. Finn Balor needed the win more, and I'm stoked. Stoked, I tell you. Stoked that he got it, says Jadam. Gorilla Press says, Theory made it fun because squash matches usually aren't that much fun. That's true. Robin813 says, I'm excited for Priest Thatcher next week. 9.5 says Brendan. Gavin E says, just like me, the E stands for nothing. Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar would be a dream match. Some say Robert Stone is still lying on top of that cage. Days, will we see SmackDown versus NXT and Raw versus Retribution at Survivor Series? I don't know, buddy. I don't know. We don't know which way we're going or what's happening with that. I'm definitely going to use that code, says Tyler. I've had quite a few messages from people that have, and it's great to see that it's helped people. So awesome. I hope it helps you. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Survivor Series. They've kind of tweaked it, haven't they? It was a couple of years ago. It was champion versus champion, all down the card. Then NXT got involved, and they were all triple threats, apart from the 2 big title matches. And those title matches were just normal matches. Like, I can't remember who it was now. Was it Fiend Daniel Bryan? Maybe, or Fiend Seth Rollins or something. But it was just it wasn't like Fiend. It wasn't like the Raw champ versus the SmackDown champ. So it's hard to know what way they're going to go with Survivor Series. You would have to think that NXT will be a part of it again. Dave says, brilliant start, exciting ending. Sonny Wolf says, friendship, love. Right back at you. Dark Shadow says, comparing this to All Out would be like comparing gold to dirt. What an amazing night. Renzo says, Finn is my favourite WWE superstar. Hello, Brock Lesnar. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, Brock Lesnar. WWE versus Retribution later this year. That would be cool. Great stream. I will tune in tomorrow. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, of course, tomorrow we will have AEW, won't we? And we will have the fallout from AEW. So we're going to have... what's on that show? There's a TNT Championship match, isn't there? There's a TNT Championship match between Dustin Rhodes and Brody Lee. So that should be good. I'd imagine we're going to hear from MJF, who's going to be talking to Moxley about cheating. We're hearing from Matt Hardy, which is going to be quite interesting. It'd be even more interesting if we heard from Rebby. Although they'd have the bleep machine would have to work overtime, wouldn't it? She'd be like, you beep, 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 beep. Man, that would be extreme. Gorilla Press says we are 2 days away from meeting the Wobbly Walrus. But Spark says All Out was a fallout. The fallout from All Out. Yes, you're right, David Rogers. BTS Gaming says, Days, who won in the cage? Well, the fans, first of all. And as well as that, we also saw a Riptide territory, that first match, you know. Says Anthony. Shout out to you, my friend. Darnell says, who do you think is the greatest heel of all time? Roman Reigns. The current Roman Reigns is the greatest heel of all time. You'd probably say Ric Flair, or the original Sheik from like way back in the day. There were some great heels throughout the years. What do you have planned for members this month? Well, I'd like to get someone else on. We're starting to like talk to some of the members, which is really cool. We started to do some watch-alongs, so want to do that. We've got the predictions game up and running, so there's some exciting stuff going on. I can't say I've got anything particularly planned. We've really introduced a lot of things. So I think the next phase is going to be bedding in a few things, getting things kind of to settle down, finding a rhythm. Do you know what I mean? NBA playoffs are going on TNT. Randy says, I got a Japanese Dynamite Kid box set. Where can I buy his Stampede stuff? Well, you would have to see if they are selling anything on like Bret Hart's website, because Bret Hart, the Hart family, own the rights to Stampede. So that is going to be through the Harts. I mean, I've never seen any for sale, if I'm being honest. Though it was on the WWE Network, Stampede Wrestling, but yeah, box set. I wouldn't. There's probably some bootleg stuff, maybe, which I know you might not want to buy, but there might be some stuff on eBay. But like official stuff, there could be like a Stampede website, which I've never searched for, or it might be somewhere on like Bret Hart's personal shop. You might be able to find something there because, of course, Bret Hart, all of his early matches were in Stampede, so it makes sense. Toronto Raptors, Boston Celtics. Yeah, that's getting quite tasty, isn't it? That series. I was going to say feud. I'm still in wrestling mode. That feud. They should do a cage match. Could you imagine that? That would be cool. A basketball cage match. RJ Madma, shout out to you. TTV King, shout out to you. Days, please comment the results, says Shima. Finn Balor won, new champ. What else did we have? We had Bronson Reed beating Austin Theory. We had Roderick Strong beating Killian Dane. I'm trying to remember the results now. We had Velveteen Dream beating Adonis, and that was, I like the Adonis guy. Oh, I forgot about Velveteen being on the show. Automatically scores go down, don't they? I still feel 8.5 is fair, but that helps justify why it's not a 10 out of 10, you know. And Rhea Ripley won. Rhea Ripley beat Mercedes Martinez. Have a nice sleep. I am going to have a nice sleep, actually. Michael says, can you give me a shout out? Done. The TV lost its match. The TV did lose its match. Kushida beating up Dream was awesome. That's true, Sonny. Kushida beating up Dream was awesome. That was a definite highlight. Velveteen got beaten up by Adonis. That was also a definite highlight. Who won, Rhea or Mercedes? It was Rhea. Gorilla Press says, who would like to see a Cal W, Days, Gorilla Press, and Dijak? What's that? A faction? What's that? Are we joining? Well, I don't know what that is. Or is that like a fatal four-way? Have you heard that Aaron Stevens is now head booker? I did read that just before the stream, yes. That's interesting. The Heats have won over the Bucks. How long we got? A couple more minutes. We always tend to go till about 1:15. David Connolly, shout out to you. Karrion Kross just posted a static TV screen on Twitter. Cryptic. Heats eliminate Bucks. That's cool. Bucks were firm favourites, weren't they? That's huge. Tom Glenda collarless maybe as there's more than one shirt. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood is now on Z Living TV Dish Channel 191. Oh, a video call with Press and Dijak. I haven't really got any interest in speaking to wrestlers, if I'm being honest. I could have gone down that road and, like, I think I could have spoken to a few and brought a few onto the channel, but it's not really what we're about here. We're not really about listening to... I hear from them enough. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they've got enough of a platform as it is. So now I think it's time for you guys to be heard more. I wouldn't really want to like bring like wrestlers on and just be talking to them. They've got promo time. Toronto Raptors won the title in 2019. They did, and everyone loved it. Everyone. Amar says, do you think the Undisputed Era are going to go to the main roster? I don't know. I hope so. Gorilla Press says, for the members. That sounds like a catchphrase, doesn't it? For the members. That's cool. I like it. Wrestling days. For the members. Go Celtics. Andres Hunter says if AEW is on Thursday next week, it will compete with the NFL. Is that back? Is the NFL back? Has it started up again? I haven't seen any NFL. Renzo says, I want Big E and Finn to be a heel tag team. Charm says, the Hurt Business versus Undisputed Era. Brendan says, go Raptors, go. Sonny Wolf, shout out to you. Few final comments coming through, and then we will call it a day. We're probably going to call it Tuesday, maybe even Super Tuesday. Who knows? Days, I still can't get the join thing. Maybe it's not available in your country, bud. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. As I've said before, I don't get to pick and choose who gets it and who doesn't. Days, do you like Dustin Johnson? Who's Dustin Johnson? Are you talking about the golfer? I have no opinion of Dustin. I don't watch golf. It comes back this Thursday. Right. Got you. Why do people still refer to SmackDown, Raw, and main roster when NXT is better? But right now it's equal with SmackDown. I think it's because like the superstars don't get paid as much. It's where like new superstars tend to go. They go to NXT, you know, like Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes. I don't know if you can call NXT main roster. It is on the USA Network. It is now on network TV, so you can certainly make an argument for it. But they don't have any other developmental. NXT is still their beginning brand. And people go from NXT up. There's not many that go the other way. Plus, when you have a pay-per-view like Backlash, like Payback, like SummerSlam, there's never any NXT matches on it. So, as a result, Raw and SmackDown is still seen as a higher level. So, it's still seen as main roster compared to NXT. They can change that perception very, very quickly, very, very easily. They could just use NXT UK as their developmental, put all the new stars there, and just treat NXT as a third brand. Use them equally, but at the moment, it's not used equally. NXT has come into their own after that performance at Survivor Series, says David Rogers. NFL is boring, says Eric. Who's your favourite male wrestler? Roman at the moment. Robin says, are we doing the next takeover? I honestly don't know, because it's always going to clash with UFC, isn't it? That's the problem. They always put it on a Saturday. That's a problem. Who's your favourite rock band of all time? I really like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Like, they were a big part of my youth. When I was a young 21-year-old, I saw them perform many times with Karen O, lead singer. Love that band. But I mean, of course, I've got respect for the legends like the Stones and Zeppelin and all of that. So, I don't know. I think it's very hard to say who my favourite rock band is. But probably the one that had the biggest impact would be the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Best match of the night. First match. Easy. Simps. It's on a Sunday after Holly Holmes fight. What is? What? NXT. Become a Minnesota Vikings fan. They're never boring. I love Chelsea, says David. What's your favourite theme song for a wrestler? I've always liked Undertaker's. I think it fits in perfectly, and you've got to say best entrance. I think The Fiend's is pretty cool at the moment, but I like Aleister Black, Undisputed Era, Bianca Belair. There's quite a few that are awesome. Right, I think we spoke a little bit longer than what I was expecting, but I don't begrudge it you. I don't begrudge you that extra time, my friends. If anything, I appreciate the support. So, we are done. Thank you to everyone that joined us tonight. I hope you enjoyed this very special episode of NXT. The final one that's coming from a Tuesday. Super Tuesday 2. We've got a new NXT champion as well in Finn Balor. Not only have we got a new NXT champion, but we saw a great cage match as well, which is great. And yeah, can't wait for next week, man. Can't wait for tomorrow. See what AEW going to do following up from, I think, what was largely an underwhelming All Out. Even if you didn't think it was a disaster, I think most people, I've not seen anyone saying it was incredible. So I feel like they need to get back on track. So tomorrow could be very, very interesting. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. And hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.